What's your starting five? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingua's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's M-I-N-G-U-A beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy, but how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. 859-CALL-ASK. In Lexington and now in London.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second game tonight between Lafayette and Bryan Station. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meehan and William Warfield producing here on PrepSpin. It is Bryan Station and Lafayette. Lafayette coming off the year before last, those back-to-back state championship games, losing to Trinity. Last year they had a bit of a buzzsaw, Coach. They had an up-and-down year for Coach Shaw. They did not have Walker Wood at quarterback, and I think that was a substantial reason why they had the unsuccessful season last year. Bryan Station comes in. Jalen Burbage has been the two-year starter for this Bryan Station Defenders. He has an illness, and he will not go tonight, Coach, so that'll affect Bryan Station. So that kind of evens things up. You might have Quentin Turner in there, a new quarterback for Lafayette.
Right, and I think Bryan Station, they're just going to reload another quarterback in there. I think Chenault, if he's any way related to the rest of the Chenaults I know from that area, very good athletes, good football players.
Well, you know, you coached at Bryan Station back in the day before you went to Dunbar and had your great success there at Dunbar, but you coached at Bryan Station. What do you take from your Bryan Station years, Coach?
Well, what I take from Bryan Station, I'm going to be real blunt, all right? Bryan Station has a lot of good athletes, and they've had some really good coaches. They have never had the big-time support from the program, from the adults, from the people that really matter to the program, like parents.
They're trying to get that.
But yeah, that's what I was going to say. I follow Coach Parks on Twitter, and Coach Parks and the Bryan Station people, and I complimented him. I told him this personally. He's done a super job of selling his program in the offseason. That's the first time I've seen it. I'm so proud of that because he's showing his kids in success in the offseason, in the weight room, in the classroom, and everything. So kudos to Coach Parks. I think he's really turning this thing around.
Kudos. This press box is air conditioned. Kudos to you, Coach, for getting these windows cleared off out there. You were using my seat cushions as a squeegee out there.
Well, you couldn't find any paper towels. I mean, you know.
I tell you. And it's Lafayette and Bryan Station. What do you expect here tonight, Coach? In the first game, we had a Tates Creek team that would not quit. Great effort, but they fell short to a good Henry Clay team, 50-22.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect because Bryan Station has got those kids. And again, they're going to miss Jalen Burbage, but they've got those kids that can break those long runs too. Bryan Station's always had problems with their offensive line. So I'm going to watch that offensive line early. If their offensive line is doing a good job of blocking and doing the things they're supposed to do, I think they can stay in this game. They can probably, be real competitive. If their offensive line fails against that defensive line for Lafayette, there's going to be problems. On the other hand, Lafayette, after last year, what are you going to do? You have to work in the offseason, get stronger, get better, get more coordinated with your team. We'll see how that works out for them.
So Bryan Station and Lafayette just about set to kick off here. Looking at Lafayette's offense, Ian Sexton's your center. Caleb Hunley and Jay Reese are the guards. Bryce Ramey and Trent Hutchins are the tackles. John Combs is at tight end. Tiandre Newcomb, J.C. Shigag are the wide receivers. Jalen Lawson's a running back. Quentin Turner's a quarterback. And Noah Kurtzinger will give you their sizes throughout this ball game. Bryan Station is set to receive the football off to our right here. And let's see who tees it up here for the Lafayette Generals. Avery Sutton has been the kicker for them the last few years, and he's an outstanding kicker for Lafayette.
He is. He's back, too. They're getting a little excited out there now. I tell you what, Lafayette looks like they're fired up for this football game.
Back deep, Kendrick Curry. And also back deep is Deshaun Starks.
Hey, Gary, good crowd. Really nice crowd here tonight for this bowl.
Yeah, it's going to be Fish back there deep along with Curry. So Kendrick Curry and DeAndre Fish back deep to receive this Avery Sutton kick. And we'll set the units for you as soon as we get this game underway. And there's the kick, and it's short and bobbled around. Lafayette's got the recovery, and Lafayette comes away with it at the 40-yard line. We'll tell you who came up with the ball here in just a moment. Recovery.
Lafayette recovery, number 36.
36 recovered it for Jackson. Recovered it for Lafayette. Their offense, as we said, we gave that to you. So it will be Quentin Turner, the quarterback. So Bryan Station's defense will be out there. Brandon Vera, the nose tackle. Brandon Fields and Giovanni Watson, the defensive ends. Linebackers Chris McKinley, Kyron Campbell, Antoine Smith. Kendrick Curry, DeAndre Fish, Bryson Fields, and Deshaun Starks are in the secondary for Lafayette, and they're going to mark it.
What?
Yardage, a penalty off. It's going to mark it 15 yards down to the 25-yard line, Coach.
25-yard line.
So,
you know, if that was an illegal participation penalty on a kickoff, that means that they had 12 men on the field and they took part in the play. So that that's a 15-yard penalty.
Quentin Turner, a quarterback for Lafayette. He's got wideouts both sides. And he's going to give to Lawson down to the 22-yard line. Jalen Lawson, 6'3", 210 junior running back, takes the ball down, and he gets about 4 yards.
Quincy Johnson made the tackle.
So brings up second down. You know, it's not bad when you can start at your opponent's 25-yard line.
Yeah, really.
That's pretty good management there by Lafayette. See what they do with DeAndre Newcomb. I'm interested to see what they do with the young man who was injured last year, the quarterback. Combs splits out to the top. DeAndre Newcomb to the bottom. And they give down, and Lawson dives down to about the 18-yard line on a dive play, pick up about 3.
Nice job with the defense as far as being quick going to the football, collapsing on the ball. Really good job by the right defensive tackle.
Yeah, Vera, 52. That was Brandon Vera.
Nice job of closing down and making that tackle. Boy, he looks like he's into it too. Look, he's pacing. He's excited.
Third down and 3 for Lafayette at the 17-yard line of Bryan Station.
Balance their formation again.
Turner fakes into the line. Back to pass. Bam! In trouble, hit and sacked at the 24-yard line.
Really quick.
Chris McKinley got in there and got him.
Extremely quick defensive players now. Those linebackers are just fast.
So let's see what Lafayette does here. 4th down and 9. I tell you, Bryan Station was on top of Turner in a hurry.
I tell you what, they were in there almost quicker than the football got to him.
Yep, he almost took the handoff.
Oh, wow.
4th down, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score to the opening drive of the ball game. Remember, Bryan Station fumbled the kick.
It's 4th and 9. Lafayette will go.
Lafayette going forward, 4th down, wideouts both sides. The quarterback is out of the gun. Looking, Lawson sets block, throws it down far side in the back of the end zone, and it'll be well out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So Bryan Station will take over on downs.
Well, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. The defensive end on the right side for Bryan Station crashed fast at the quarterback, and the running back stepped over, or fullback stepped over and picked him up. If he wouldn't have picked him up, it would have been over for the quarterback. Nice job of blocking by the back.
Coach Ferguson, Braden Ferguson, Brandon Vera, Angelo Carballo, Josh Rowe, Countess, and Martin are your tackles. Offensive line for Bryan Station, DeAndre Taylor, tight end, Amadeus Taylor, Andre Fish, Anthony Chestnut, A.J. Smith is your running back.
All right, like I said, I'm going to really focus on the offensive line for Bryan Station and see how they deal with this Lafayette front.
So Chestnut, first start as a quarterback for the defenders of Bryan Station. No score, 9:39 in the first. This is the first possession of the ball game for Bryan Station. Lafayette took it all the way down inside the 20-yard line, and then they were, of course, thwarted by the penalty. Chestnut gives to A.J. Smith, and he gets about a yard or two right up the middle.
64 made the tackle.
That is Eli Lucker. Lucker, a 6'1", 220 junior. Locker, excuse me.
4-man front for Lafayette.
Chestnut with triples out to the bottom. Looks left, throws it out there, picked off, and that's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown.
Elijah Stone, number 13, takes it to the house.
Elijah Stone picked it off. He read Chestnut all the way and took it into the end zone.
Seen some interceptions tonight.
Quite a few, Coach.
We have.
We saw 2 pick sixes in the first ball game.
Yeah, and one in this game
for Henry
so
Clay.
far. Wow.
So a pick 6 by Lafayette, by Elijah Stone, the junior, and he takes it to the house.
I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a start. Get the ball on the kickoff.
Well, Chestnut telegraphed that pass, Coach.
Lafayette number 84.
Avery Sutton in there, and he's an outstanding kicker.
Noah Kurtzinger will hold.
Kurtzinger, the holder. So Lafayette takes the lead on a big pick 6 by Elijah Stone. No stone unturned. And that kick is up, and it's good. So 9:01 to go in the first quarter. Lafayette on a pick 6 by Elijah Stone. And they lead it 7-0 over Bryan Station. We'll be back here to the Mingua Beef Jerky Bowl at Jake Bell Field.
What's your starting 5? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua Beef Jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingy's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua Beef Jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's M-I-N-G-U-A beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua Beef Jerky Meat Sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Short kick again, and this Bryan Station recovered this time at the 40 on that short kick, and one of the upmen there for Bryan Station was able to pounce on that ball. And coming up with, there's flags down too, as number 4 recovered it there for Bryan Station, Dadrion Taylor.
What was this flag for? It came real late again. Did they have 12 men on the field again?
Possibly.
I mean, the flag came in real late.
Coach Parks is livid on the sideline at his team. So Bryan Station comes out.
It's just a personal foul.
It's going to be another personal foul.
He's pointing the wrong way. There you go.
I think that's a dead ball personal foul.
I don't like the way the white hat got excited on that foul. Maybe something he heard or saw. He's not happy right now. You can watch by body motion, you know.
Yeah, you can tell a lot about that.
He's not happy.
7-0. Lafayette's Elijah Stone picked off a pass, went 23 yards, picked off Chestnut's pass, and 8:57. Here's Bryan Station now with the ball at the 25-yard line. Chestnut, the quarterback. He gives to A.J. Smith. Smith around the right side, and he's hit, stood up there, and that's Jay Brank, the big 245-pound defensive end, making the stop there, number 99.
Needs to get those shoulders square and get upfield. You're going to try to take Lafayette to the sideline. You're in trouble.
We checked the offense for you. Tyler Moore, Eli Locker, Gage Sloan, and Jay Brank made that play. Elijah Stone, who has the pick 6, Austin Blake, Jalen Lawson, linebackers, along with Cooper. Malik Bryant is a safety, and Jamar Johnson and Anthony Burnett, cornerback. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Second down for Chestnut. Motion to the near side, gives it to the motion man, and he is going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose about 5 yards.
Good sportsmanship there, helping each other up.
So he gave it to Fish. He lost about 5, so.
See, I don't think they'll be able to go sideline against Lafayette. They're just too quick on the defense.
Yeah, Lafayette looks like they have some quickness out there.
Yeah, I think they need to attack them in a different way. Maybe some traps inside, a little bend action. Maybe some RPOs if they can.
This is where they're missing Jalen Burbage, Coach.
Yeah.
With that experience at quarterback, and he's out with the illness. Quarterback Chestnut rolls to the right, sets, and throws. And it's caught up at about the 28-yard line, pickup maybe of 7 or 8, but it'll be 4th down, and Bryan Station will have to punt the ball very quickly.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Not getting a first down, that's a problem.
Gain of about 7 and 4th down coming up.
LeSue drop back in punt return for Lafayette.
Number 10, Fish in punt formation.
Fish will punt it.
For Bryan Station.
Back deep, it looks like it's Tiandre Newcomb. Here's the punt, end over end.
Good roll.
Rolls back inside the 40 to about the 36, 37-yard line. No return there, so good job by Fish.
Yeah, good roll on the ball, and you're right. Good job. Got to play some defense now.
Aaron Rose is watching. He said it looks great. Sounds awesome.
Shout out to Aaron Rose.
Aaron done some good job of filming too. Remember, Aaron did some work here.
Yes, and produced for us last year.
Really good job.
Voice of college hockey. At the 39, Lafayette's Quentin Turner under center. Lawson behind him. Lawson's got the ball, and to the 45. Good running by Jaden Lawson. He's tripped up there, and tripping him up was Campbell, and McKinley finished him off.
Yeah, it was interesting defensive look, Gary. They're running a 3-man line. It's like a 3-4 look. 3-4s are normally pass defensive looks. But I think because of their quickness on the linebacker, they can get away with that and still stop the run.
3 carries, 13 yards for Lawson now. 2nd down and 4 for Lafayette to go in left to right. 6:48 to go. They already lead 7-0 on a pick 6. Handoff and no gain there up the middle. Yeah. Knocked backwards there. The ball carrier, and that was Cornell Canada.
There are about 3 or 4 guys hit him there on the defensive line. They changed the defense again. I like what I'm seeing from Bryan Station. I know they didn't start out well, but honestly, they run a 3-man line, then they switch to a 4-front, 5-front, and they're putting just a lot of pressure on the coaches at Lafayette to call the right plays according to what defense they're trying to predict.
PrepSpin.com, your home for high school football all season long. Tomorrow night we'll be over at the Fort Herod Bowl in Harrodsburg. Boyle County Ballard will be the first game. Pass down deep down the left side, incomplete.
Oh, no.
Here's a late flag.
No. They're going to call interference, and those guys were running shoulder to shoulder.
That was Newcomb and Curry, a great matchup on the outside. Kendrick Curry. And I agree with you, Coach. I'm not. We don't ever put down officials, but I don't agree with that call.
Yeah,
I don't think that was catchable.
No, well, even if it was, I mean, they were in high school. They don't worry too much about catchable or not. But honestly, they were running shoulder to shoulder and bumping into each other. And I don't know. How can you call that against one and not the other?
In Bryan Station territory at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
So we agree to disagree.
Yeah, and we're distant. We're making these calls like we're big time, and we're like 50 yards away from the play. Yeah, you know.
That's putting it in perspective.
Yeah, it really is. There's a 3-4 look again. Playing man on the outside.
Curry back to pass. Looking down the near side, throws it, and it is going to be incomplete down to the 22-yard line. As it was dropped down there, and dropping the pass was Kurtzinger. Noah Kurtzinger had it, and he dropped it.
He did. And pretty decent coverage. A little late maybe getting there, but probably the ball should have been caught. You're right.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 at the 40. Clock stop, 5:46 to go, 7-0. The difference in this game right now is a pick 6 by Elijah Stone of Lafayette. The only score on the board right now. Turner looking left, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit a little quick pattern over the left side to Tiandre Newcomb, but
double coverage on him. That would have been a professional throw. That would have been an Aaron Rodgers
Newcomb's
throw.
going to see a lot of that this year, Coach. A lot of double coverage.
Oh, I think so too, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be on him.
He was the starting quarterback last year until he was hurt. Then he went down with that injury, didn't play much last year. But his future's at a receiver, Coach. I think he's a D1 receiver.
Yeah. Well, let's give him a shot. Let's get the ball to him. Got to work your formations to get him out of that coverage.
Bryan Station trying to hold here on 3rd down and 10, Coach. Already down by a touchdown.
I think they've got the – no, we got a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Timeout with 5:40 to go in the first quarter of action here. It's 7-0. The lead belongs to Lafayette on a pick six. They lead 7-0 here. We'll be back on PrepSpin.com, the PrepSpin Network.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know in addition?
Turner under center. He's back to pass. Here comes pressure. Throws it over a bubble screen, and it's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. And he got it. Austin Anderson with the catch.
Now, Ramirez made the tackle, but the play was made by Karen Kimball.
Austin Anderson, yeah, made the catch, but it's 4th down and 5 for Lafayette. Big 4th down here. They're going for it with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and Lafayette on top 7-0.
Campbell read that screen real well, and
these windows are clearing now here in the box, Coach.
I'm doing a little bit better now. It's hard to see, but
Turner rolling to the right, sets, throws, and it's caught by Kurtzinger. First down to the 25-yard line. Noah Kurtzinger.
Yeah, that was a number 11 feels disappointed in himself, you can tell. But honestly, he secured the tackle, and that was important. If he would have missed the tackle, that would have been 6 points. He did a good job of that. He tried to get a hand in front to knock the ball down, but he secured the tackle with his other arm, and that's the way you play it. That's good coaching.
4 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Lafayette on a 4th down and 5. They got the big first down there to Kurtzinger. He picked up good yardage to the 25, Coach. First down right there for Lafayette.
Trips left. They're spreading the field.
Quarterback out of the gun again, out of the pistol. Looking left, looking, throws it, and it's going to be caught and down to the 14-yard line. And that catch was made by John Combs.
They're seeing something in that defense. Notice how they're stretching the defense out horizontally, but doing those vertical throws. Now that time, instead of hitting the outside with the throw, they hit the inside receiver. And they're just getting enough separation between the safety and the corner where those things are open.
And what Lafayette's doing, Coach, they're settling into that passing game. With each down, Turner's getting comfortable, and he's finding his receivers now.
Yeah, you don't want him to get comfortable.
Twins to both sides. Turner gives into the line, and the fullback hit hard, knocked backwards there, but does dive forward.
The defensive line is playing a pretty good football game right now. They're just not getting to the quarterback, and he's doing a good job of hitting those receivers downfield. This is a big second and 9. They got a lot of weapons, I tell you.
They sure do, Coach.
See if they spread the field again, Gary. Yeah, they're running. They're balanced formation. They got two wideouts on each side.
Yeah, Webb is the only back in the backfield. Receiver comes in motion to the near side. Join us up here in the press box. Turner, but good block from the backside, and he's sacked.
Nice.
Good play. Turned in by Fields. There's a flag down. Brendan Fields with the tackle, the sack at the 20-yard line.
Has to be a holding penalty. That flag came in from the umpire.
If you held Fields, you didn't do a very good job.
No. They're playing a good game defensively. They're a lot quicker than I expected.
So they'll decline that penalty, and it'll be third down and about 17 at the 20-yard line. They got to get down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line for a first down. Third down. 7-0. Lafayette on top on a pick 6 by Elijah Stone. See what Lafayette does here. It'll be third down. Webb is a lone back. Wideouts to both sides, twin receivers. Quentin Turner out of the gun. Rolling to the left. Turner sets, throws, and it's going to be incomplete down near the goal line. Intended receiver down near the goal line was number 4. That's Zach Onan. Onan, the intended receiver, and he dropped the ball. That would have been a miraculous catch, Coach.
It would have been. It was a pretty good coverage, too. He came up hard on the play to knock the ball down. They ran a smash route on both sides. A smash route, I think, on the opposite side to the ball. On this side, they definitely run a smash route. Smash route is when the outside receiver runs a quick hitch. The inside receiver runs a corner. And what they try to do is make that cornerback make a decision. Do I come up or do I go back?
Turner just 3 of 7, 27 yards. Chestnut just 2 of 3 for Bryan Station. Turner out of the shotgun again. He's going to throw on his 4th down. Turner rolling right, and he's going to be run out of bounds to turn the ball over to Bryan Station. Good defensive stand that time by the defenders.
It was a good defensive stand. You don't want to lose yardage on a play like that, though, you know. You throw it out of bounds or throw it over the end zone or something, take the incompletion, but don't lose the yardage. All right, here we go. Let's see if Bryan Station can mount any kind of offensive here.
They'll have it at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
That's what Bryan Station will try to operate from with 2:23 to go. Coach, coming up at halftime, the Roberts Insurance Halftime Report. You'll have your UFOs and a special edition that we're calling You Make the Call.
Yeah, we'll do some rule work. Try to clear up some questions people have on rules.
I have a lot of questions. Will you clear mine up for me?
No, because I don't know a whole lot.
Chestnut. He has in the backfield. Taylor's with him. Also Dish. And here's a give, and Taylor's hit immediately, maybe about a yard pickup. Lafayette got a lot of folks in there, but in particular, Lawson, the big linebacker, was in there. Lawson goes 210 pounds.
I don't know if they had a little delay up the middle, a delay play, or whether the ball was bobbled a little bit, but there was a slight delay on that.
That delay cost him, too.
Yeah, it did.
This time he has A.J. Smith to his left and Taylor to his right. Wide out both sides and
moving the receiver in. Normally that means you want to try to get outside with that receiver.
Anthony Chestnut rolling to the right. Chestnut is going to tuck it, and he's hit and drop behind in the backfield. Good play turned in by Austin Blake, the 6'2", 230-pound linebacker.
Yeah, Austin did a really good job of coming out there and setting his feet, looking at the runner, and making the tackle without. He didn't get fooled by the play. Let's put it that way. He didn't drift outside or come
Tomorrow,
inside.
Coach, at 5, we'll be over in Harrodsburg for the Ballard-Boyle County game at 5 o'clock. Looking forward to that one. Then after that, it'll be Mercer County, and they will take on John Hardin. Two good games tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell me some things about John Hardin. I'm not familiar with that school at all. I don't think we've ever covered them.
Yeah, Boyle's got a lot of talent, so does Ballard. Give now, and hitting the backfield and dumped is Taylor.
See, that's what worries me with the offensive line with Bryan Station. If they can't handle that quickness, they're going to be in trouble.
Number 64 for Lafayette.
And Lafayette has a lot of that, Coach.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of quickness. They're a solid team. They got to get this quarterback settling down, Quentin Turner, once he settles in. So Bryan Station will punt. DeAndre Fish will punt to DeAndre Newcomb. Newcomb stands at the 40-yard line. He's not expecting much of a punt, is he?
No.
Here's the snap to Fish. Gets the punt off, and there is Newcomb at the 40 calling a fair catch. Comes up, and that's where Lafayette will have it with just 3.5 seconds. So this will be the as soon as they start the clock here, which they won't start until the play.
Gary, one of our favorite players, we've seen gotten some press lately, David Bovier. How about that?
Oh, we love David Bovier.
He
was a young man that was nothing but a warrior at Catholic. He called every ball that was thrown to him. He called in high school.
It didn't matter if he was going to get hit or what.
Yeah, he got a scholarship this year.
Yeah.
Coach Stoops says, "You're getting a scholarship, David Bovier."
He's going to be returning punts for him.
He's going to be a good player, I'm telling you.
He can take a lick.
You know who he reminds you of? It may not be as fast as Abney.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Abney.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that kid?
Oh, yeah.
Except he catches the ball better. Here's a handoff right side to the 30, to the 20, and down to the – that'll do it for the that was a good run there by Lafayette, and in particular, that was Cornell Canada. He took it all the way down to the 23. That'll do it for the first quarter. We come back to the second quarter. Lafayette will have it at the 23. They lead 7-0 over Bryan Station here. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, and William Warfield
UPS
here
now
on
provides housing for
PrepSpin.com.
qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Hi, this is Gary. Mingua Beef Jerky Bowl here at Henry Clay High School. White Greer Maggard, our title sponsor. Crown Trophies, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Atkinson, Sims and Kermode, Law Offices, UPS Kentucky Loop, Whitaker Bank, Sutherland Chevrolet, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, and Lexington Diagnostic. All those folks sponsoring high school football here on PrepSpin. Our good buddy Eddie Miller's checking out of the house. He's like Elvis. He's left the building, right? Here's a handoff, and it goes left side. Lawson, the ball carrier. He gets down to about the 14. I like this Lawson kid, Coach. He's very solid. 6'3", 210. He's a hard runner.
Yeah, he looks like a good running back, a good size.
Who's he remind you of? Bosley for Tate's Creek?
No, Bosley's more stocky,
Yeah.
strong underneath. This guy, I can't.
Okay,
Somebody
Coach.
we covered last year, he reminds me.
Okay, Coach. Quentin Turner's 3 for 7. Your thoughts so far, the Lafayette quarterback?
Well, I think he's okay. I think they've decided, like you said, they've settled down into a passing offense, and I think that's going to be their best bet here. Let the pass set up the run.
Turner with wide outs both sides, trip receiver. Here's a quick toss to Lawson around right side. 10. Lawson down to the. Here's a flag down from the side judge. A penalty marker down as he got to about the 6-7 yard line, did Lawson. And there is a penalty flag down with 11:04 to go here in the first half. First game tonight was won by Henry Clay, 50-22 over Tate's Creek. Kind of sets the tone for that's holding against the Lafayette offensive line.
That hurts.
Remember that offensive line Lafayette had a few years ago with Jedrick Wills and Landon Young? Well, they're both SEC starters now.
They were huge. Those guys were huge, big. Landon Young's doing a great job. You know, he might be one of the better linemen, ever to come out of Lexington. Lamonte Dawson and a few of those people.
He's got Lamonte Dawson was a good one. He went on to Hall of Fame career.
Yes.
With the we'll give a shout out to Marsha Lane, Lafayette General back in 81-84. She loved her high school years.
Way to go, Marsha.
All right, Marsha, we're glad you loved them.
We are.
Second
go
down,
Generals.
13, Lafayette. Bryan Station. There's, boy, I tell you what, Turner must have inflected that time.
Yep.
Must have really barked it out, and he drew them offside, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 now instead of 2nd and, it'll be 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 13.
That's our encroachment penalty we talked about. Getting into the neutral zone before the ball snaps.
That's right, Coach. That's
we're
apropos.
Seeing things and we're learning.
That's apropos.
Yeah, we're learning.
What are we going to talk about at halftime tonight?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But let's see what happens here.
You got the UFOs coming up.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we have any kind of a call here that that would make us think.
2nd down and 8 for Lafayette. They split Combs to the bottom. Got double receivers to the top. Handoff, and Canada fumbles it. It's picked up, and coming out of there with it is Bryan Station, and he takes it up to the and it was recovered by Bryan Station, and they say, Coach, that was 16. Nope, that was 10 Fish who recovered that ball.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, he broke open there. I thought for sure. I thought he was going to be gone. Nice job of picking the ball up, and he actually picked up the blocks, and people realized that they had gotten the ball and turned around and became blockers.
Well, remember last year, the Bryan Station Douglas game. Remember what happened there?
Yeah.
The big fella picked it up, went 90 yards.
And nobody knew he
had the ball.
That was one of the better plays I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think that made our highlight reel.
Yep.
So Bryan Station on the fumble recovery by Fish.
Fumble recovery that time, I'm sorry. Dondre Fish, number 10.
So we up at the 32-yard line. Bryan Station, Chestnut. We got a new quarterback in there now, and he's going to fake it and run it out of the Wildcat to the 35, 42-yard line. Good job there by the backup who just came in for Bryan Station, and that was Kendrick Curry.
It's a pretty good job of choosing somebody to come in there fresh.
They said, hey, we're tired of, Anthony, although he was 2 for 3.
Yeah, he wasn't playing bad. It was just the blocking problem.
Bryan Station has it at the 42 after the fumble recovery by DeAndre Fish. And they have it 1st down at the 42 on that nice run by Curry. Toss inside and they give it up, and no gain there as upended is Bryan Station, and that was Fish with the ball carry.
Austin Blake, linebacker, came in and made a great tackle.
That kid's a tough football player, Coach. He's 6'2", 230. He's number 44. You know who he reminds me of that wore 44 for Lafayette a couple years ago?
Who's that?
Mason Allstat.
He was a tough guy, too. Yeah.
He's playing at Wabash now, Wilberforce, Wofford, one of the schools up there, right? What's that? He's playing one of the Ohio schools.
Well, it would be Wabash then if he's in Ohio.
Okay. Here's the handoff near side, and then running with it is Curry. He's down. I tell you what, Curry's come in out of that Wildcat and giving these guys a lift. Kendrick, a 5'11", 175-pound senior, and that's 2 great runs there by Curry out of the Wildcat.
Yeah, nice spin move to get away. Nice job.
So good drive here by the defenders. They trail 7-0. They're trying to tie Lafayette up here in this first half of action. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, and William Moorfield. And Curry fakes it to Fish, rolling around the left side, being chased, and linebacker there to just deck him. And that's a good play there. And Burnett made the hit. Anthony Burnett. He's not a big guy, 5'8", 160, but he put a big hit on him. 2nd down and 10 for the defenders at the 45 of Lafayette. 9 minutes, 5 seconds to go, first half, 7-0 Lafayette. They only scored this ball game. Elijah Stone picked off a 23-yard pass for Lafayette and took it to the house, a pick 6. It's 7-0 Generals. Motion on the near side. They give it, and the ball's loose, and picked back up, though, and good job there by Taylor to get back on the ball.
That was a juggling act right there. That could have been really bad news.
Yeah, Miss Steinman just texted me, and he's at Wofford.
That's what I thought. Wofford's not in Ohio. Wofford's in, what, South Carolina? Or no.
She'll tell us where it is, Coach.
Yeah, tell us where it is.
Jennifer. We know it's Wofford.
Yeah, Wofford's a really good school.
Yeah,
really good football
he's doing really well there. 8:20, 3rd down, first half. Motion near side by Fish. Curry Rolling, sets, throws.
Nice
It's caught.
job.
And first down inside the 30. And the catch was made by Anthony Chestnut. He says, hey, I'm not a quarterback. I need somebody to throw me the ball. I'm going to be a receiver.
Let me get the ball.
Chestnut with the catch.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you talk about being under duress. The quarterback was under serious duress by Tyler Moore. Tyler Moore was all over him. A big hit, too.
That was an 11-yard pickup and a first down. So Bryan Station moving the chains, 8:09 to go in the first half.
A little timeout here. Think about what's going on.
Okay. Shout out to Randy Gentry for our great signs.
Because he ain't got them to me yet.
Oh, because he hadn't got them to us yet. Okay. William leaves me hanging out to dry.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
He leaves me hanging out to dry. Then he laughs
real
hard.
He set you up that time.
But he likes to laugh about it after he sets me up.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for your support.
We do want to thank, of course, all of our sponsors here on the PrepSpin, Mingua Beef Jerky, White Greer Maggard, Crown Trophy, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Atkinson, Sims and Kermode, UPS, the Kentucky Loop. How about UPS picking us up this year? They're doing all the replays, right?
Yeah, they got some
tuition assistance programs from UPS, Whitaker Bank, Sutherland Chevrolet, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, the Roberts Insurance halftime report coming up, Lexington Diagnostic. And we want to tell you about the Kentucky High School Scoreboard Show. We've mentioned it a couple times in the first ball game. It's coming up. It's tonight. What time is it? It's coming up here at 10 o'clock with Rick Shaw and Donnie Atkins, and they will highlight scores and interviews all over the state of Kentucky on 6:30 WLAP. It's the 18th season of that Kentucky High School Scoreboard. It's a great show. Motion on the near side and fake inside. Here's Curry throwing it deep downfield, and it's going to be flags down and intended for Andre Fish. That might be pass interference, Coach.
I think it was intentional too. In high school, it's almost better to go ahead and grab him and stop him if he's going to break away for a touchdown because, you get the 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. In the pros, you get the ball right there, right where the ball is.
Well, Kendrick Curry's coming in. He's 3 for 3, Coach, passing. Chestnut 2 for 3. Quentin Turner was 3 for 7.
He's keeping them in the game now. Bryan Station's in the game.
Oh, definitely in the game. They score here, Coach. We could have a tie ball game here right before halftime. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Coming up at the Roberts Insurance halftime report, UFOs, and you make the call as Coach scours through the rule book over there. Motion by Fish. Fake Curry's going to follow Fish. Curry cuts it back inside, and he's going to be dropped right there at about the 18-yard line.
It's not a bad little run. That's a good job. You make the fake and you follow the runner up through the hole like that.
Yeah.
Not a bad play.
Well, Fish is a good guy to follow, too, because he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always speed on this Bryan Station team. I was talking to Jay Borders before the game tonight. He's down on the field. He's I think assistant principal over there at Bryan Station. Mike McKinley is the principal.
Give
nice right
job.
Side to the 10. Fish to the 5.
Now, see, that's a smart thing to do. They ran the jet sweep that time, Gary. They put the guy in motion, and this time instead of letting him pass the quarterback, they snapped the ball quickly and handed him the ball on the jet sweep. Did a really nice job.
James McMillan. Sorry about that, James. James McMillan is the principal over there at Bryan Station. You know a lot of folks at Lafayette, Coach.
I know some.
Turner.
Faked it
and hit. Dropped it about the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
He needs to get down a little bit.
Oh yeah, that was a little scary right there. That was a loose ball waiting to happen.
Yeah, and he's standing up too high, running into the line of scrimmage that close down. That's a little tricky. This is a big series for them. I'll tell you what, this is a big series. That was a good drive.
Tage Creek fell to Henry Clay in the first game tonight, 50-22. And here Bryan Station calls a timeout with 6:29 to go in the first half. They are trying to tie this game up. It is Lexington Lafayette 7, Lexington Bryan Station nothing, but threatening second and goal at the 3. When we return, when we come back on PrepSpin.com. Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I'm on a fixed income.
A.J. Smith is back in there at running back as he's to the left of Turner. Fish in motion. There's Smith with a handle, and he's down to the line of scrimmage, and what a good play there turned in by the linebacker, Jalen Lawson.
Lawson did a super job. That looked like it was going to go, and he closed the gap.
Oh, he closed it in a hurry, Coach.
To make the tackle. Nice job.
Third down and goal at the 3.5-yard line for Bryan Station. 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half. Bryan Station, they need to try to get outside, Coach. I think, anyway, personally.
Yeah.
Trying to run it inside, there's not a whole lot of room in there.
No, it really isn't. And they close so quickly, like we said. They're not going to be able to just do it with a sweep, though. They're going to have to do it with a little counter action or something.
Fish in motion. They give it to him, and he's in the secondary. He cuts it to the far side. He gets in for the touchdown on the left pylon.
Little jet sweep again.
Yeah, he's cut it back inside the 3. Said, I'm going to the outside and get that pylon. And got in the outside for the score, and it's 7-6. Lafayette leading Bryan Station, and Bryan Station now can try to get the extra point here and tie this thing up.
This could be a game now. You're right about trying to get to the outside. They just did it with the jet sweep. They allowed him to get a full head of steam and then get the ball to go out there. Boy, what a beautiful night. I tell you, I'm looking
gorgeous.
Out here at the lights. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's just beautiful.
The rain is held off, but I don't know about tomorrow. We got Ballard, and they will play Boyle County. Well, that's going to be a Donnybrook over at that. Dave Buchanan told me, he said, Gary, I think we got the best bowl games in the state. When you look at those two teams, Ballard and Boyle, then Mercer and John Hart, it's hard to argue with that.
I know.
And we've got it right here on PrepSpin tomorrow night at 5. Here's the extra point out of the hold of Chestnut.
Chestnut the hold.
And the kick is up.
No good.
And no good there. It was partially blocked there. And the attempt was made by number 6, Eddie Arumova. And it was no good, so 7-6, 5:41 to go here in the first half. And we'll be back here on PrepSpin.com. What's that?
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy, but how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Now, the consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my
And we're back here. 7-6 is your score now. Bryan Station just scored, and that was a good job there by Fish to get in that left pylon over there on the far side.
Nice job of running the football. This is a game right now, I tell you.
Arumva set to kick. And he's set to kick here from the 40. Bryan Station, Lafayette, 1-point game, 7-6, 5:41 in the first half. Here's the kick Arumva booms it, and it goes down inside the 10, and still in bounds, and finally picked up at the 10, 15 to the 20, 25, and hit hard there at the 25-yard line. Good tackle by Bryan Station on the return there by Teandre Newcomb.
Just in bounds, Teandre Newcomb.
Newcomb, the ball carrier. And it was Campbell who made that hit that you talked about, Coach.
Nice lick. Hey, that was a great kick. You know, you can't. There's no way you can
can't
practice.
do any better than that.
Oh no, you can't. If you're worried about the return team and you can keep it pinned to the sideline.
Yeah. Hey, look who's watching tonight and listen.
Oh well, good. Darren Douglas, one of our favorite people. Double D. Hey, Darren, just you would understand this. It's been no action in the press box tonight.
No action in the press box, Darren. You'll be happy for that. He's home laughing and chuckling right now because he knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
5:29 in the first half, 7-6. Lafayette on top of Bryan Station, and we're going to keep it right here and to tell you that we got a big night of football tomorrow night. It'll be Ballard, coached by Adrian Morton. He is a Henry Clay alum. He will take on Chuck Smith in Boyle County, the state champs last year from 3A. And then in that second game, Mercer County, a good ball club this year, they would take on John Hardin. And, Coach, what do you think about those two games tomorrow night?
Well, first of all, for those of you who are going to watch, that first game starts at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock,
It's not a 6 o'clock game. It's a 5 o'clock game. So, Gary, you know, I might have to stop and get a little early dinner somewhere.
Yes, I'm riding with you. I'm riding for you in that new Toyota, that pick-em-up truck you got.
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, they're going to be good games. I'm looking forward to the matchups. I think they're, and I think both of these teams have the first game have really good defenses. So I think it's going to be a real battle.
So that's tomorrow night. And then next week we'll have the Bluegrass Bowl from Lexington Catholic. Coveney Catholic will play Henry Clay in the first game. That'll be a good one.
We've got another penalty, false start.
I'll make you a prediction.
Lafayette.
Coveney Catholic will not shut out Henry Clay. Henry Clay will score some points next week.
I don't see anybody.
They will score some points.
I agree.
And because Henry Clay's got a I tell you that Ramon Jackson and Langston Jackson, they're the real deal, aren't they, Coach?
They are, and then they came up with these other guys.
Yeah, Steiner,
heck of a job, intercepting the ball, running back for a touchdown. People, and just I'm very impressive by that team.
Coming up tonight, the Kentucky High School Scoreboard Show with Rick Shaw and Don Atkins on 630 WLAP. Locally, 5:29. It's a long time here between plays. Curry back to pass. Curry looking right. Curry sets, throws back near side. It's caught at the 25, up to the 30 and 33-yard line. And tag a little extracurricular there. Teandre Newcomb gets up and says, "That's okay, first down."
Right. I'm fine.
It's all good.
Little crossing pattern. Very patient by the quarterback that time. Really good job of showing
UPS
patience.
Kentucky loop replay.
So you got coming all the way across the field.
Yeah, there he comes all the way across the field and all the way up to the 33.
Nice job. I think I wanted to check on.
2nd and 2.
Second down at about 2 yards for the Generals. They lead 7-6 over Bryan Station. Into the middle and ball carried, and
good second effort.
Good second effort there by the backup carrier. And
how about that?
That is T.J. Robinson, senior.
That tackle number 60, Brandon Fields for Bryan Station.
T.J. Robinson making his first carry tonight. Let's look at these ball carriers. You got Lawson's carried it 4 times, 21 yards. Cornell Canada's carried it 3 for 21, and now Turner 3 for 14, and that was Robinson's first carry for 3 yards, and he got the first down. 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go, first half action. 7-6, Lafayette on top of Bryan Station. Low scoring affair, Coach, been a defensive battle.
It has been.
Fake into again, here's into the secondary, running open, and up to the 48-yard line is Robinson.
They get through the line of scrimmage okay, but Bryan Station, pretty impressive tackling out there in the secondary. They seem to close on it and make really good tackles.
48-yard line, 1st and 10, Lafayette.
But I think Lafayette's starting to figure some things out here. If they can get their passing game going again, their running game's getting stronger. So
they've got it up to the 48-yard line. You're right, Coach. Lafayette's starting to figure some things out here, aren't they, offensively?
They are.
Quentin Turner, the 6'4" senior quarterback, 160-pounder. Turner. Look over toward the sideline. Twins out to both sides at the 48, and that's going to be too much time, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Delay of game.
Just took a little too much time on the play.
And looking over toward the sideline, and we're going to have a timeout called. I don't know if Bryan, I think Lafayette called it. So 3:37 to go in the first half, 7-6, Lafayette over Bryan Station. And we'll be back here on PrepSpin.com digital network.
Lafayette.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free.
859-CALL-US.
In Lexington and now in London.
Turner getting pressure from the backside, and Turner lets it go as he throws it. He's being pulled down, so good defensive pressure there by Bryan Station.
I'm very surprised they didn't call horse collar on that.
Chris McKinley was providing that pressure. Big 6 foot, 185-pound senior linebacker McKinley. He's been very active tonight, Coach.
He has been, and playing extremely well and all over the field. I like Bryan Station's defense. I think they're okay defensively.
Yeah.
A little concerned about their offense in the interiors, but defensively, I think they're fine.
The Scholastic Ball Report, we haven't talked about that yet tonight, Coach. We start August 29th. Our first taping will be played September 2nd, and we've got some new high school interns this year.
Awesome.
Scholastic Ball Report on CW. And there's a flag down before they get to play off. So they're going to call offside against Lafayette.
False start against Lafayette. 5-yard penalty.
Lafayette in the white and the red trim. Bryan Station in the gold, green and gold. They got the gold helmets. That's kind of the traditional look at Bryan Station, the colors they have on tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's the old Bryan Station look.
It really is.
The gold of the fields, and there's a blue in there too, supposedly.
Yeah.
The green of the grass and the gold of the wheat and the blue of the sky. It all had to do with the fort, Bryan Station Fort, which is a great story. Has to do with Blue Licks is involved in that story.
Defenders of the station.
Yep.
Handoff goes right side, and that's going to be a gain up to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he got 55 got a hold of his feet.
Elijah Webb, the ball carrier that time. Second time he's carried the ball tonight. And Ramirez helping out on the play.
Damian Ramirez just grabbed the ankles and held on.
That's all you got to do.
Way to go, Damian.
The ankles are a good place to go.
Yep.
Hard to go with somebody grabbing your ankles. 2:40 to go in the first half. Curry gives left side and going nowhere. No gain.
Nice job.
Third down.
Nice job. Really nice job of closing that down.
Number 33, Elijah Webb.
Elijah Webb again. Webb has carried the ball 3 times tonight for 10 yards. Fourth down for the Generals.
Another timeout.
At midfield, Coach. Do we want to step out, William, or? Timeout on the field. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.com.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as...
And back to pass is Turner, looking, throwing deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Nice arm, I'll tell you that.
Combs. Oh, Kurtzinger was the intended receiver. I thought it was Combs. So Bryan Station has it at midfield. They got 2:25 to go. Do they have any timeouts left here in the first half, Coach?
Well, they called. No, I don't think so. I think they've called all 3 of their timeouts. At least 2 for sure. You know, Gary, I think it's important to mention again that their starting quarterback, the last one, the person they counted on, is not here tonight for Bryan Station.
Oh, yeah. Talking about Jalen Burbridge.
Yes.
A 2-year starter, no doubt.
2-year starter, a guy that had a great offseason at camps. I followed him, and he's not here tonight.
Jalen Burbridge will be a fine quarterback, even though he's not a quarterback. Here's a give to Curry, Kendrick. When I say that, Coach, that's from one of the coaches at Bryan Station told me that. Said his normal position is not quarterback. But he's a good quarterback. He's playing out of position, even though he's not a quarterback. 56-13, Scott County over North Bullitt. Hall of Fame night over there. Our good friend Tony Wise winning the Scott County Hall of Fame tonight, William. Tony Wise, a Hall of Famer now. We can call him on the radio now. On the PrepSpin, forget radio.
Much better than radio.
Yes, much better. You can see it.
We've graduated.
We graduated. Here's rolling to the right. Chestnut
got him free.
Throws it deep, and it's going to be underthrown. Almost picked off by Lawson.
Did that slip out of his hand or something?
Oh, yeah, Lawson should have picked that one off, Coach.
Look at that. We got a replay on that. Look at that again. See what happened to that.
Yeah,
that ball, because he was wide open.
Our Kentucky Loop instant replay from UPS.
Yeah, he was wide open deep. The receiver was gone for a touchdown.
Yeah. See if we can take a look at that again.
Look at that and tell me what you see, Gary.
Okay. Yep, I agree. Yeah, Coach, there it is. Oh, well, he was open, but there was a defender behind him.
No, there was another guy deep.
Oh, on deep. We didn't have that guy.
Oh, he was wide open down the field.
3rd down and 10 at midfield for Chestnut, who's now 2 for 4. Inside and hit hard and going nowhere is Bryan Station running back, and that's going to be A.J. Smith. So 4th down. Got a minute 10 to go here in the first half, 7-6. Lafayette on top by 1 point. The difference in this ballgame right now, an extra point, Coach.
The extra point's a huge difference. That'll come back to haunt you now. Bryan Station's going to punt.
So Dre Fish will punt.
Let that clock go down as far as you can, guys. It's almost halftime.
That's what Dre will do. So he'll stand back there and let that clock run down to 46 seconds.
You need a good snap.
DeAndre Newcomb's a dangerous punt return guy back there for Lafayette. He can take it to the house, don't you?
Yeah, I would let it. I would just.
High snap. Fish went back and got it. And Dre kicks it to the left side, and it bounces around. Takes a good Bryan Station roll down inside the 25. Still rolling down to the 23-yard line with 24 seconds to go.
That was
here
close.
In the first half.
Man, that was close. That ball was way over his head.
If Dre wasn't the athlete that he is.
Oh, that would have been dangerous, seriously dangerous. And he got a good punt away considering.
So they got it at the 23. Does Lexington Lafayette. They lead 7-6. Here just before halftime.
Yeah,
coming up at halftime, the Roberts Insurance halftime report. Roberts Insurance, they insure 3/4 of the state of Kentucky over on Main Street in Richmond, Kentucky. Been in business over 40 years. Roberts Insurance.
All these people that sponsor us, you got people out there. You got to let them know you watch the game. Let them know you care. You thank them.
Pass is going to be incomplete as Quentin Turner was going on the left side to Shagog, number 10.
Yeah, Shagog just, I think he misinterpreted how fast that ball was going.
It was zipping in there.
That way. Yeah, that ball zipped right by him.
Turner, 4 of 11, coach, 41 yards. Curry, who came in relief for Bryan Station, 5 for 5.
Yeah, did it. He's doing a great job.
I think he'll be in there in the second half.
Yeah, but because the other guy, the quarterback, can play receiver now.
Exactly, and he likes to play receiver. It's like DeAndre Newcomb of Lafayette. He's a receiver now. Back to pass, Curry. And he's going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line.
It's a good job of eating the football. Go ahead and eat it. Put it away. You got 10 seconds to go. Don't make a mistake.
This McKinley guy's tough, coach.
He's been everywhere.
McKinley was all over him with the big sack. Well, that's going to do it for the first half. First half comes to a close here at Jake Bell Field, campus of Henry Clay High School in Lexington, where earlier tonight, Henry Clay beat Tate Creek 50-22. Here it's Lafayette 7, Bryan Station 6. We'll come back with our UFO halftime report by Roberts Insurance, and also You Make the Call. We'll have of course, undoubtedly we have a great call from Mike Meehan. It's the halftime report. Right now at halftime, Lafayette 7, Bryan Station 6. You're watching PrepSpin.com.
What's your starting 5? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingy's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at MinguaBeefJerky.com. That's MINGUA beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy, but how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free.
859-CALL-US.
In Lexington and now in London.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
Welcome back to Jake Bell Field here at the campus of Henry Clay High School on a beautiful night for football. Just an absolutely gorgeous view from up here in the press box of a beautiful field. Great game going on right now. The first game got away from us a little bit. Henry Clay 50 and Tates Creek 22. Henry Clay dominated that game with their skill and actually very good play calling by Salen Simpson. This game is 7-6 right now at halftime. A missed extra point, the only difference in this game right now.
Carmel beat Trinity.
Who did?
24-21.
Carmel, Indiana, which is a really good team up here in Indianapolis, beat Trinity tonight. So there are some games going on. We'll kind of bring those to you as the night goes on. Let's talk right now about our UFOs. Again, for those of you that missed the first game, what I've done is, over the years and all the many years I coached for about 30 years, I realized that there's so many people that help the program out, to do things for you, but never really get any credit for what they do. So part of this Roberts Insurance halftime presentation, we like to pick our UFOs. UFO stands for Unheralded Football Overachiever. And what I do is I ask the coaches ahead of time to give me the name and some information on somebody on your team, male or female, somebody involved in the program that goes above and beyond the call of duty and gets a little credit for what they do. So we'll start with Lafayette tonight. Coach Shaw sure sings this person's praises. And that's a defensive lineman, Will Watkins. We're going to take a look and just keep a good eye for Will Watkins in the second half. Will Watkins is a second-year player for the Generals. He's a delight to be around. Coach Shaw said that unbelievable the work ethic this kid had. He works really hard and improves every day. He never complains, and he's a true inspiration to everybody in the program. Now that's important because a lot of times what happens in these football games is you'll have players players on a football team who don't maybe play a lot or who play one way or one position on the field, and yet they come through like that and do so much for the program. So the one guy we want to look for Lafayette, maybe we can mention him in the second half, is Will Watkins. I don't have his number, but Will Watkins is his name, and he is the UFO, the unheralded football achiever, someone that Coach Shaw is very, very proud of for Lafayette.
He's number 95. Coach.
95. We're going to look for him on the sideline and compliment him. We'll take a look at him. Now, for Bryan Station, I'll tell you what, Coach Parks, he was right on this when I asked him about a UFO, unheralded football overachiever for Bryan Station. He picked a booster, Sonia Cox. He calls her the booster extraordinaire. Mrs. Cox has been a great help to the program, he said, from helping during pregame meals to working concessions, taking money at the gate, or anything else they've asked her to do. Over the last few years, she's been one of the most dependable parents when it comes to volunteering her time to help out the program. Even with her son graduating last year, she still comes out and helps the program. She even helped with as a fundraiser to make money for the Bryan Station football team. This is important. Coach Park says, I am so appreciative of everything she has done and continue to do for Bryan Station football. Susan Cox, that's somebody you need on the program. Now, the reason I'm really making a big deal about that, Gary, is I made a statement early in the game, and I said that one of the problems that Bryan Station's had is getting parents involved in the program.
Well, there you go, parents involved.
Coach Parks is turning that around.
Yeah.
He's getting people like Sonia Cox.
Who doesn't even have a kid on the team
Who
this
doesn't
year.
have a kid on the team. If you are a Bryan Station booster and you're watching this or you watch it in replay, get involved with the program. You got a head coach that cares about your kids, a head coach that's selling your kids in the off season. Get involved. Be like Sonia Cox and be a good part of the program. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at a rule. Now, I noticed this in a scrimmage the other day, and I was watching Dunbar scrimmage Mercer, and there were some people standing around me, and this occurred, and they jumped up and said, no way, because they see this in these pro games all the time, and that's hurdling. Hurdling is a call in high school that they're really careful of. Most things in high school are about safety, and hurdling is one of them. Now let me read you this rule, what hurdling is, and then maybe you'll understand the next time you see it. Hurdling is an attempt by a player to jump with one or both feet or knees in front over an opponent, and here's the important part, who is contacting the ground with no part of his body except one or both feet. It is not a penalty to jump over somebody who's lying on the ground.
Okay.
It's not a penalty.
Okay.
It's not a penalty to jump over somebody whose 2 feet are on the ground but one hand's on the ground.
Okay.
That's
So what's hurdling?
Hurdling is when the person has both feet on the ground. In other words, they're in a standing position, even though they might be hunched over. The reason for that is you can kick them in the head, you can cause a concussion, you can cause serious injury.
Right.
So in the pros, when you see them jump over a guy that's standing there in 2 feet,
Yeah.
they're allowed to do that. You are not allowed to do that in high school. That's hurdling. So the next time you see that, don't go jumping to conclusions that it's not a penalty when you jump over somebody because you see it in the pros. High school and pros are way different situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so hurdling is our rule clarification in this game.
That's a good thing to talk about, Coach, because I don't know that anybody out there really hurdling, would think about hurdling. But you're right. You can hit the kid in the helmet. You can kick him in the helmet. Cause some serious injury
Oh,
there.
it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. That and grabbing a face mask, I think, are the two things that could cause real catastrophic injury. So that's our rule of the game, or as Gary calls it, you make the call. So, again, if you have any rules that you would like to look at, rules that might confuse you, you can hit us on Twitter. You can hit me at Coach Meehan, MEIGHAN, and ask us to cover a rule. Or you can go to at PrepSpin and do the same with William, and he'll transfer the information to me.
Right.
Gary, I think we have time, to look at the statistics. What I'd like you to do, while I catch my breath real quick, is do the
You like
scoring.
when I do the scoring,
I
don't
do.
you?
I
Okay.
really do.
All right, the scoring looked like this in the first half. At the 9:01 mark of the first quarter, Lafayette's Elijah Stone picked off a 20-yard interception return. He took it to the house. Sutton Avery's kick made it Lafayette 7-0, and Lafayette was feeling really good about themselves. They felt like, okay, we're out here. We get a defensive score, and we're out here ready to go. But Bryan Station's defense toughened up. And at the 5:41 mark of the second quarter, DeAndre Fish, Dre, a 3-yard pass from Kendrick Curry, and the Eddie Arumba kick was no good. It was blocked. 7-6. That's where we stand here at halftime. We just got about a minute or so before the start of the second half. And, Coach, there's some other stats. Let me give you some other numbers, Coach. Kendrick Curry had 6 carries for Bryan Station for 26 yards. Jalen Lawson for Lafayette, 4 for 21. Cornell Canada, 3 for 21 yards. Robinson, 2 for 14 yards. Quentin Turner was 4 of 11 passing for 41 yards. Was sacked 3 times. Kendrick Curry was 5 for 5, 25 yards. Chestnut, 2 for 4. Receiving, Tiandre Newcomb had 1 catch for 14. John Combs, 1 for 12, and Kurtzinger had 1 for 10. Fish had 5 catches for 15 yards. Chestnut, 1 for 11. And in the tackles, McKinley leads everybody with 6 tackles, Coach, that young Chris McKinley.
Oh, he's everywhere.
He is everywhere. So those are some big numbers from the first half, 7-6. The lead for Lafayette on top here.
Okay, now let's take a look at what do you think. Here we go. We're going to go in at halftime. Both of these coaches are going to meet. Usually all the coaches meet together before they talk to the team. And the defensive coaches probably didn't go first. The defensive coaches, they probably said, you're doing pretty well on defense. Call some people aside that you want to talk to individually if you'd like to. Offense, we need to do some work. So what, in your opinion, Gary, what do you think Bryan Station needs to do offensively?
Well, Bryan Station, I think they kind of found a rhythm there late in the first half. Obviously, they scored the touchdown, and the rhythm was they finally got outside. They were going up inside, but Lafayette was too much quickness, and just especially with the linebackers there, Lawson and Blake and Stone and those guys. But Blake and Lawson, these two linemen, 44 and 34, they're just you're not going to run through those guys. They're too stout.
No, you're not.
So those guys are tough. Bryan Station did find a rhythm, too, with Kendrick Curry. He was 5 for 5 passing in that first half. So I think we'll see him at quarterback, and I think you'll see Chestnut at the receiver here in the second half.
Without Jalen Burbage, an interesting move to put Curry in there. An interesting move.
Yeah, because he's never played quarterback before, but neither Chestnut.
Yeah, right.
But neither Jalen Burbage before he was a starting quarterback, and he's been their starter for, 3 years? This will be his 3rd year now.
Right. Well, kudos to the Bryan Station staff for having this guy ready to play.
Yeah. Burbage is a great basketball player. He's a really good basketball player. And, by the way, so is Curry.
Well, Burbage comes in the family, too. I mean, I know Cornell quite well. He coaches me at Dunbar some. And I actually coached Steve and Randall, 2 brothers who were backs. Philip also played football. Of course, I didn't coach him.
Bryan Station's got a tough game next week, Coach. They go up to Simon Kenton.
Oh, Simon Kenton's low.
SK.
Where'd they come from? Really, the last few years, they've gotten strong.
Yeah, they're a team that last year they were a little bit off, but a few years prior to that, they got all the way to the state semifinals and played, I think, St. X or somebody like that. But Simon Kenton's a tough team, so Bryan Station. But look at this Lafayette team. They play Scott County next week.
Yeah, they're both right. And Scott County won another big one.
Well, they win a lot of games over there. Jim McKee does a good job with that football team, and they play hard for him. And they'd run through a wall for Jim McKee.
And I noticed
they've got a running back and a lineman this year, Brian Hudson.
Yeah,
he's probably one of the best linemen ever played there.
Yeah, and I also noticed that I was looking at some things on Twitter from Coach McKee and that program that they have 142 people out for their.
See, that's what happens when you win.
You
get a lot of people out.
I don't know if that's just varsity. I think it's varsity freshmen and JV, but still, that's a whole lot of people.
Well, there's still that Green Monster in Louisville, Trinity and St. X.
Yeah, you always got to get.
You got to get through them.
Kevin Wallace is going to do a good job with St. X.
Yeah.
I don't think. It's going to take him a couple of years, but the way he progressed Bowling Green, got them going.
Yep.
Kevin Wallace is a really good coach. St. X might battle him this year. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, if not this year, Kevin will get him there. He'll get him at the level he wants to get him at. Just give him a couple years.
And his mail is always sitting there in the background, ready to go. You just never know when they're going to explode.
Ballard, the team we're going to see tomorrow night.
Oh, I can't wait for
against
that.
Boyle. And Boyle County, believe me, they'll be ready with Chuck Smith coaching over there. So it'll be Ballard and Boyle tomorrow at 5 here on PrepSpin. And then
excited.
At 8 o'clock, it'll be Mercer against John Hardin.
I'm excited.
Second half action, and Arumba has it teed up. And Bryan Station set to kick off here for the second half. Lafayette leads 7-6. Tiandre Newcomb is back deep at the 10-yard line for Lafayette to receive this kick, but they've all been kind of short tonight. These kicks have only been about 15, 20 yards.
And that's probably a good idea. You don't want those guys to return the ball down there. Although, I tell you, I'm pretty impressed. Bryan Station's tackling is really good.
Yeah.
But, boy, I tell you what, Lafayette, they coach every aspect of the game.
Here's a Roomba into it, and the kick is going to drive Newcomb back to about the 12-yard line and watch it go out of bounds, and there will come the flag, and the proverbial bring it out to the touchback. So
right. In high school, you get some choices here. You can take it to the 35, I think it is, 35-yard line, or you can take it where it goes out of bounds, or you can have them re-kick. So, obviously, I think they should take it up to the 35.
Yep. That'd be a good place to take it.
Sure.
They're going to make them kick it again, though, Coach. So,
well, you know.
So you get second guessed.
That sometimes can haunt you. You're going to handle the ball again.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
That's scary to have to.
I know.
They're saying we're going to handle the ball again with 11 people running down there to hurt us. So yeah, it's tough. 35 is good field position. I don't know. We'll see. Proof's in the pudding, Gary.
So. Arumba into it again. Back him up 5 yards for Bryan Station. Gets the whistle from the officials, and he's into it. This time it will be Newcomb from the 20, 25, 30, 35. Newcomb, the 40, 45. Newcomb, 40, 30. Newcomb down all the way down to the 25-yard line. Boy, did it come back to haunt him, Coach.
Good decision.
Good decision.
It was good. Just in that penalty, kicking the ball out of bounds, came back to haunt him for sure.
That's why they decided to make him kick it again, because they wanted Newcomb to return one.
Don't kick it to him.
No, don't kick it to number 1, Teandre Newcomb.
Yeah, he no telling what he would accomplish last year. You know, if it wouldn't have been for the injury.
And he got injured the first game.
Right. Exactly.
We thought he was going to be a quarterback this year, but they decided they wanted to go in another direction because he's such a good receiver.
Gary, another good reason to have him kick it again is that the kicking team they sprinted about 40, 45 yards down the field. Now they have to do it again right away. So maybe they're a little tired.
Okay, we're going to have a new quarterback and running with the ball into the 20-yard line. That is going to be number 5, and that's what's that? Toure? Is that Toure? Kumar Toure?
Yeah, Dondre Fish made the tackle.
So Toure in there now at quarterback.
Boy, they're moving some people around on us, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but that's good. It's first game. And now Curry's back in there at quarterback. So Toure just gets one snap.
I formation.
Curry gives it the second man, Lawson. Hit, knocked backwards, no gain.
Fumble.
Ball loose on the field. And does Bryan Station have it? And they say, yes, we do. And let's see what the official. Bryan Station football.
Playing good defense, guys. The green and gold playing good defense.
That was Kyron Campbell coming out of there with the football. 23 with the fumble recovery. So,
Damian Ramirez calls the fumble.
Damian Ramirez forced the fumble. Kyron Campbell recovered, Coach.
This is good. Now, here we go. Here's where I think Lafayette, at least in the Coach Shaw era of teams I've seen in Lafayette, they're really good when they get a team backed up like this.
Right.
So we'll see. Now, they get it really aggressive, and they're a really good defensive team. When
Eric Shaw was a linebacker with the Bengals, so
yeah.
you know he's defensive-minded.
Right.
No question about that.
Like a wide
Here's your give to Dre. Dre around the left
Bam!
side, and he's hit an upended back at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they tried to run
Good
a
play.
jet sweep, and boy, nice
Stone,
defense.
Elijah Stone stoned him.
See, this is good defense now. This is when Lafayette really excels. They force turnovers, interceptions, fumbles. We'll see.
Loss of 5.
Watch these linebackers move. You people watching this thing at PrepSpin.
Time of possession, Coach, is almost dead even in this game. 13-24 for Lafayette. 11, almost 12 minutes for Bryan Station.
Well, I look at the score. Yeah, watch these linebackers, people. Watch how they pursue the football when they get down. They get hungry. They're looking for blood down here.
Curry at quarterback. He has A.J. Smith back there. He has Dre in motion. Fish rolling to the right, getting pressure, and he is going to be going to come to the near side and run out of bounds at about
lucky
the
he got
12-yard line. He did a good job of not being sacked all the way back at the 5.
He would have been in big trouble. You're right. He did a really good job of escaping that.
That was his best Houdini. Good job there. That was a good run there by Bryan Station. 9:59 here in the third. 7-6 Lafayette on top.
All right, we're going to see what the defenders can come up with here. It's a big, third and 15, 16?
Yes, third down. 3rd and 18. Kendrick Curry.
Now what?
Flags down before Curry can get that play off.
Who called it?
We're waiting to see the call here.
You got it from the the head linesman. Yeah,
it's going to be against Lafayette.
Encroachment. They lined up, and this is one of the we talked about this rule before. They didn't even let the play go on like they do in college and pros.
Right.
You don't let the play go on. When that ball was set and all the players are set, if there's somebody in the neutral zone, that's encroachment right then. They blow the whistle and stop it in high school.
I like it.
Yep.
3rd and 12 now for Bryan Station. We've been stuck on this 9:59 for a while.
We have been.
3rd and 12. 9:59 in the third. 7-6 Lafayette. Motion to the near side by Taylor. Curry looking, lets it go, throws up a good ball, and he overshoots his man up in midfield. And I tell you, almost running up underneath that ball was Fish.
He got hit right under the arm. He got hit right when he threw the football, and that kind of misdirected. I think directed the ball in a different way that way. They got to keep those guys blocked. Lafayette did a really good job, like they usually do when you have somebody backed up and you're hungry. Now, what would you do here? You're going to kick to that guy?
DeAndre, I wouldn't, but because he liable. I mean, he took the other one almost to the house, and he's only got about 45 yards to go on this one.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea to kick that ball away from him if you can.
Newcomb.
And bad snaps, too.
Here's and it's partially blocked. I think Lafayette player got a piece of it up at the 34-yard line.
Yep.
And let's see, it was big number 45, I think, got in there for Lafayette. And that is Austin Barnes,
that was a
sophomore.
16-yard punt, Gary.
And that was a sophomore.
You know, every snap has been high and has been not even straight back. Lafayette, maybe the next time they punt, they might try to come after it.
I got to commend William Warfield over here. This looks like ground zero over here. It looks like a cockpit of a airplane over here. We're on Facebook, NFHS, and PrepSpin tonight. 3 platforms, and he's making it all happen.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gary, could you do that?
No.
I can't even pronounce it.
Curry gives into the line and to the 30, and up into there is Robinson, T.J. Robinson.
Got a little gain on that.
30-yard line. Yeah, got about 5 yards.
Nice job. Little off tackle, little slant run.
That was a good play turned in by Vera and company and Campbell. Chris McKinley in the first half, he was all over the place. 2nd down. DeAndre Newcomb wanted to know he got the play now. Quentin Turner in the backfield. Turner back to pass. Quentin airs it out left side, and it's going to be knocked away in the end zone, knocked away from DeAndre Newcomb.
Yeah, good effort, but there were a lot of people on that ball. There were 2 or 3 defenders on that one. You know, I guess maybe one lesson would be to work that quarterback to where he can use his eyes to move those safeties a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's looking that receiver in all the way, and that safety's going with his look.
Telegraph again, coach.
Yeah. He just get coach over there, whoever the quarterback coach is, to work with his eyes a little bit. Just move the safety. All you got to do is move him, turn his hips a little bit one way.
We got a new quarterback at Douglas. He's 6'8".
Yeah, I heard that.
3rd down.
3rd and 5.
5. Turner out of the sham. Movement too fast, trying to take off arena football style. The receivers in motion, kind of like arena football.
That was a real false start.
Both receivers were in motion. Yeah. Arena football, I don't think both of them can be in.
And there's no reason. And that what really makes coaches mad. Really makes them mad because, your wideouts are not even supposed to listen to the count. You teach them, don't listen to the count. Look inside at the ball. When the ball moves, that's when you go. You're too far out there to hear exactly. You might hear noises from anybody. Balance formation again.
Turner.
Little shotgun look.
Quentin Turner rolls to the right. He's going to be sacked at the 40-yard line.
Man, that was one of those open the doors.
Good defense by McKinley and company, and also Watson, the 300-pound sophomore.
I think
Giovanni Watson.
Lafayette's offensive line left the doors unlocked and the windows open, and everybody came in.
So Lafayette will be forced to punt. 4th down and 15. Sutton Averett set the punt. At the 45. Here's the punt. Good punt. And it's taken at the 15. Coming to the near side. Curry.
Oh, he blocked him right into it.
Kendrick Curry, and he won't go down easy, but finally the whole about half the team brings him down at the 20-yard line. There is a penalty marker down.
Yeah, I don't.
Kendrick Curry returns the punt. There's a penalty flag down.
Player shook up a little bit too.
Lafayette's kicker was number 82. We do not have him in our program.
82.
I apologize to the parents.
Yeah, 82 is Connor Ignacio. We've got Connor Ignacio, 82.
Connor Ignacio.
26. Gage Sloan, little shaken up on that play, Coach. I think he's down on the knee. I think he's all right. Gage Sloan is up and walking off the field. Way to go, Gage.
26, Gage Sloan.
I-G-N-A-C-I-O, Ignacio.
Little field position game going on here in this third quarter.
It sure is, Coach. And
Lafayette's winning it.
Yeah, Bryan Station, since really the second quarter, they've kind of dominated this game, really. I don't know about dominate, but they won the ball game. The only touchdown they've given up is a pick six.
Yeah, that's right. Their defense is playing well.
Yeah, it was Elijah Stone who picked it off.
They can't mount a drive, though. They just can't seem to drive the football on offense.
Right.
And they're going to need to. Now, Henry Clay doesn't need to. They go 80, 70-some yards on one play.
So Curry back in at quarterback. Kendrick Curry, 4 for 5 in the ball game. Curry, motion by Fish, sweep toss to Fish, in motion, comes around. Fish at the 15 is going to be hammered down right there at the 15-yard line, and coming over to get him for the Lafayette Generals was Luke Pellegrino.
He's cramping too.
You know, it's just an absolutely gorgeous night.
Yeah.
Rain got out of here this afternoon about noon or 1 o'clock, and it has been beautiful since then. I know that tomorrow they are calling for rain tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take this opportunity to continue to recognize our sponsors.
Yep. I hope that rain stays out of here tomorrow. But
I don't mind the rain. It's the lightning delays. We ran into that before. Gary Ball and I went to a game, I think it was at Boyle County last year,
90%.
and there was a lightning delay, and we were waiting until the first game was over because Darren Douglas and somebody were doing the first
Bill
game.
Ransdale.
Bill Ransdale. We were in the car waiting. We both fell asleep.
Fell asleep in the car. Well, I mean, it was a lightning delay.
It's like a 2-hour delay or some crazy thing.
I know we were chilling in that, just leaned back in the car and just – I wish we had your RV.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
You got your new RV this year, Coach.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to like
that
my
thing's
camping trailer.
Are you rocking that RV?
Rocking it? You talking about music or something else?
Music.
Music. Oh yeah. Well, you know, I got a little Pandora going on, so I've got my own choice of music I like. My wife and I disagree sometimes on the music. I like a little bluegrass sometimes, and she's not big on
I like
that.
bluegrass.
Yeah.
You got good. And we got to pass along our condolences to the King of Soul, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Did I say King?
Yeah, died on the same day as Elvis Presley.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the Rock King, King of Rock, and the Queen of Soul on the same day.
That's right.
So Aretha Franklin, she will be missed.
And every one of these football teams are looking for RESPCT.
Yep. And I'll tell you right now, they're getting the respect because these two defenses are playing lights out.
That's right. They are.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Bryan Station at the 13, 7:37, 7:35 in motion. Curry gives it inside, running hard, and that's a good run there by A.J. Smith.
Yeah,
he gets good yardage up to about the 19, were to be 3rd and short. So Smith gets them in a workable 3rd down situation.
That's exactly right, and that's what they need. They need to get those short 3rd and shorts where they can drive the football a little bit better. They need first downs. Let's put it that way.
Gain of 4 on the play.
I don't think how many first downs have we had in this game? Hardly any.
If we can get rid of this, if we can get rid of that thing there,
See,
Coach.
Bryan Station only had 4 first downs in the first half. There we go.
And that's close to first down. Depends on the mark.
Carrying the ball real securely. That's
Smith
good.
again. If we can get rid of that, Coach, we can see how many first downs they got.
Bryan makes a tackle, but not until
Leanne, help.
Bryan Station defender, first down.
We asked for expert help here. Like Gary Bowen are afraid to touch any of these buttons.
See how she'll knock that out. There we go. Covcath over Ryle 40-7.
Whoa.
Wow. So Covcath back at 8 and 18 with a vengeance. First downs, is that what you asked about, Coach?
Yeah.
Just 7 for Lafayette, just 5 for Bryan Station. They picked up one there though. So is that 6? No, 5 first downs for Bryan Station.
5, yes.
Rushing, listen to rushing yardage. 18 for 32 for Bryan. Lafayette 20 for 47. Passing yards, not many more, 88 to 57. So both offenses have been stymied tonight.
Yeah, they have been, and that's a surprise too, because both of these offenses normally have these athletes. Although we've mentioned it before, Bryan Station is without their number 1 quarterback.
Yeah, Jalen Burbage. They're not sure when he'll come back, Coach. If it'll be against Simon Kenton or if it'll be later in the season.
Well, if he just needs to get well. Let's put it that way. We'll say a prayer for him, and
Jalen Burbage is a competitor, and he's a good athlete, good basketball player. So timeout call by Bryan Station. 5:31 to go in the third. 7-6, Lafayette leads Bryan Station, and we'll step out here on PrepSpin.com.
What's your starting 5? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingi's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's M-I-N-G-U-A beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
At White Green.
Curry with 2nd down and 10.
They're just having
Curry. And here's a good burst up to the 40-yard line by A.J. Smith. Nice run, pick up about 15 yards for A.J. Smith.
I think they found a little weakness now in that defensive line because they're really bursting through there, running right by the linebackers, getting to the second level. These backs are good and quick, and if they can get to the second level, they're going to get an extra 10 yards.
That was a good run there that was A.J.'s best run from scrimmage. A.J. Smith. Now 7 carries, 29 yards.
Oh.
And there is on the left side Taylor. Taylor up to about the 45. Amodius Taylor, freshman. He's a freshman, coach.
They're running a little misdirection back there. It's pretty smart. They run the jet sweep look, and they're countering the counter fake to the running back.
Yeah, Lafayette's, I'll tell you what, their defense has been pretty good, but I think Bryan Station's tired of having this trailing in this game. They want to take this lead here. I'm going to try to on this march. 2nd down and 6 for the defenders. At the 43, fumble. And they pick it up and finally get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've had trouble with snaps all night. Shotgun snaps, punt snaps, everything.
They got that back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know how they did that, but they did. 4 minutes, 15 seconds here in the third quarter of the second ball game of 4 city teams. Earlier tonight, it was Henry Clay, impressive. 50-22 over Tates Creek. After being shut out the last 2 years by Tates Creek. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they got him back, that's for sure. Now Bryan Station's late with substitutions.
It's 3rd and 6 for the defenders.
3rd down and 6.
They're going to get another delay if they're not careful.
Curry, a bad snap, but he rolls to the right. Kendrick sets, throws, and it's caught. And down the near sideline, 1st down by Chestnut, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Nice job, real nice job catching the football and getting down the sideline, staying in bounds. Nice job.
Anthony Chestnut with his 2nd catch tonight. That goes for big yards.
Good play calling so far. They're really doing a good job. They found some weaknesses in the defense, and they're exploiting them.
Yeah, Chestnut, a good catch and run. Took it down to the 40. 2 catches, 29 yards for Chestnut. Fish has 5 catches for Station. They have it at the 40-yard line. 3:36 to go here in the third quarter for Bryan Station. Kendrick Curry. Fumble picked up by Lafayette and is going to take it all the way down to the 45-yard line.
Doggone it. You know, good job by Lafayette. Bryan Station, those mistakes are killing them.
Jay Brink with the fumble recovery. I tell you what, he wanted to go a long way.
Yep,
44, yeah.
Curry made the tackle.
Austin Blake.
Quarterback had to make the tackle on that. Daggone it.
Bryan Station had all the momentum, coach, going on that drive. And Chestnut made a great catch, took it down to the 40, and then you fumbled the ball.
All right, let's see how the Generals can come back. So kind of, get that excited. Got a turnover. Let's go ahead and drive it down the field. Let's see what we can do. They might try for the big play. They might try to. They're in a pro offense right now. Quarterback under center.
Drake Nelson is in at quarterback, the junior quarterback. Nelson slides right, gives second man through up to the down to the 40, and that's Webb with the ball. Webb picks up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6.
Trying to run at those.
Nelson gives second man, and Webb down. It's going to take it down to the 38-yard line. Would it be 3rd and 2? Elijah Webb, the ball carrier. 2:50 to go in the third. Lafayette trying to march down. 3rd and 2. Webb again. 1st down. Webb down to the 30, and let's see. Webb knocked down at the 30, knocked backwards, and Webb got the 1st down.
They're going quick now. They're not taking. They're hustling up the line of scrimmage, and they think they've got Bryan Station on the ropes now.
And Webb is going to have to go out. He's a little gimpy, coach, to the sideline. So Elijah Webb hurt a little bit.
is one key that's been turned in. It's very identifiable. Please come to the press box and claim your key.
First down, and Webb is out, and timeout on the field.
Another timeout.
What's up?
Well, it's not a timeout. I guess it was just slowing the game down here a little bit. Quarterback, they're in an I formation again, the pro look. Ooh, good defense again.
He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And that's Canada, the ball carrier.
Really good job. It's tough to run against this defense, but they seem to have a more luck to the right side than the left side for some reason.
So 2nd down and 10, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lafayette up 7-6. They lead by 1 point. And they have brought Drake Nelson in the game at quarterback to see if he can ignite the ball club. Nelson under center, gives it a first man. He's down to the 27-yard line. That's Robinson, the ball carrier.
Nice little fullback dive. Try to get a little extra yards on it. They could break that.
3rd down and 7.
Gain of 3.
At the Bryan Station 27-yard line. Minute 26 to go here in the third quarter. Lafayette by 1, 7-6. St. X and Trinity both lost tonight, right?
Who'd St. X lose to?
DeSales. 3rd down. Nelson back to pass, looking left, throws it up, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds as he threw it up there for Tiandre Newcomb to the near side, and Nelson trying to find Tiandre, let him run under, but he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to give that guy an opportunity to catch the ball. He's a tremendous athlete with good size. He had some height on the defenders. Yeah. Put it up there where he can get it.
Yeah, if you at least throw it in bounds, he can go up and get the ball.
Give him a shot.
Good things happen. So 4th down and 7 for Lafayette at the 27.
Lafayette needs to take advantage of that fumble now. They need to get something going.
Yep.
And 7.
Minute 2 to go in the third quarter.
Back in the shotgun.
Nelson. He's got backs to both sides. Back to pass. Throws down the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Intended down there for
Bryan Station will take over.
We're waiting to see who the young man, the pass was intended for.
I think it was 8.
Combs, 18 John Combs, was the intended receiver, but Bryan Station takes over on down. So I tell you, Coach, Lafayette just can't do anything with the fumble.
No, they can't, and they're just they're facing good defense, and they started executing some decent plays, and then just run out of gas. This is a good football game. It's 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's still 7-6.
Bryan Station has countered with big John Tominski, lineman. Tominski's in there, 71.
Bryan Station's a little confused again. Let's see what's going on here.
Chestnut and Curry in the shotgun. Curry gives back inside and running hard and knocked down at the line of scrimmage is Promisi Kingaruka.
It looks like Bryan Station has kind of settled into that what we call a pistol look. It's a pistol formation from the shotgun, a halfback right beside him, and honestly, they're hitting that middle really hard again.
24 seconds, that's all that remains in the third quarter. Curry airs it out the near side, and is it caught? And it goes to no, incomplete.
He caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Fish caught it, but he was out of bounds with 18 seconds. So we got the third quarter, into the third quarter coming up here.
They were hitting that weakness pretty often, but now they don't seem to be able to find those holes in the Lafayette defense.
Yep. 18 seconds. 7-6. It's been like that for a while, Coach.
It has been. Look at the defense for Lafayette. They're all tall, lanky-looking guys. They're all fast.
Except for 34 and 44. They're pretty stout, the linebackers.
Oh, yeah.
Curry airs it out down the near side, and his receiver trying to come back for it. And does he make the grab? They're going to say no, out of bounds. I thought he might have been inbounds. We'll try to take a look at that again on
I think he bobbled it, Gary.
Did he bobble it? Okay. Here's a replay. Kentucky Loop UPS replay. There he is to the near side, and yeah, his foot was out of bounds when he caught the ball. So he was standing out of bounds when he came down with it. So good call by the officials.
Good job with the replay.
They usually, good replay there, William. And Kentucky Loop instant replay by UPS, and I tell you, that was a good call.
Joe Allen's right on that thing too, you know.
More often than not, the officials are right, and they were right that time. It was a good call. 11.9 seconds. 7-6.
Uh-oh, big boy punting, Gary.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about, Coach. And that's.
But I'm worried about the snap. I'm not worried about the punting.
Yeah, Barton punting. And Newcomb is back to receive. Martin punting.
Block.
And he gets it off just barely. Bounces around at the 20. And
Martin's kick.
That netted about what?
-7 yards.
-7.
That's not good for his average. My God.
What's your punting average? -7. Well, it was blocked.
Basically, what he kicked him with his leg, not his foot.
Got a little nervous back there. I've done it too. I was a punter in high school, and I did that once too. You get nervous, you drop the ball, and you're looking at the rush, and you kick it with your leg instead of with your foot.
Doesn't go very far, does it?
It doesn't go very far. I feel for him. I know what that feels like. And then the other thing you do, and it's not your fault, is you line back up there 15 yards to punt. They center the ball to you, and your blocking back backs up, and you end up kicking him right in the rear.
Well, the penalty's going to take it all the way back to the 37, unsportsmanlike against Lafayette. So penalties have been really for the.
Yeah, that would have been a great opportunity for Lafayette, but now they're.
Lafayette, that's 7 penalties for 61 yards, 6 for Bryan Station, 65. Still first downs, Lafayette just 8, Bryan Station just 7 for the entire game.
I'm surprised that Lafayette's in the I formation. They've
2.3 seconds.
The I formation.
7-6. There's a give and a hit and down for Lafayette. That's going to be. That's Austin Anderson. That's going to do it for the third quarter. 7-6. Lafayette on top of Bryan Station. We head to the fourth quarter here on PrepSpin.
Into the third quarter, the score Lafayette 7 and Bryan Station 6.
Man. Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you.
That's why I was watching. No, I remember him from high school.
Yeah, first year was at Dunbar.
Yeah, we were right there at Dunbar.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know?
That will give on the sweep around the near side. Tiandre Newcomb, and he is going to take it down to the 30. And let's see, is there a flag down, Coach?
That's what they said.
So as the fourth quarter starts, Lafayette still leads by the scant 7-6 score. And tomorrow night at 5, it'll be Ballard and Boyle County here on PrepSpin and the NFHS Network. I believe we're going to have all those 3 platforms tomorrow night too, Facebook, and of course after that at 8 o'clock be Mercer County as they will take on John Hardin.
It's a lot of fun. Back in football. Thank goodness.
Yeah, some big games, and then, of course, some big games next Friday night, a week from tonight, the Bluegrass Bowl at Lexington Catholic. What a game that'll be between Henry Clay and Covington Catholic. 6 o'clock, followed by
that
Lexington
might be a score
Catholic.
fest.
Yeah.
All 4 original city teams right here.
Yep, 4 original city teams. Here's handoff, and it's Robinson left side, stiff arms a man, and finally
that's okay.
He will go down.
37,
Austin Anderson, excuse me.
Yeah, he's doing a good job running the football.
Bryan Station.
It's going to be one of those games, guy. Whoever blinks first is going to get beat. Whoever makes the big mistake.
Yeah,
because they're really evenly matched defensively.
Flag on the play again, Coach. Another flag.
Way too many penalties in this game.
Total of, let me see. We got total of 14 penalties for 127 yards. That's a lot of flags.
That's too many flags.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against who?
Unsportsmanlike.
Bryan Station. Oh boy,
Ported toward Bryan Station, so that'll take it 15 yards, and that'll put Lafayette all the way down.
That's what haunted Bryan Station in the past in some of their games, is these unsportsmanlike. And I've seen far less of that problem with Coach Parks at the head coach.
First down at the 21-yard line. 11:04 to play, and Lafayette leads 7-6, and they're on the march. They have brought Drake Nelson has been in at quarterback. This is his second series. He came in the last series for the Generals. Wideouts to both sides, the I formation for Lafayette.
Don't see I formation very much anymore.
No, you don't.
You got to have a really good fullback, a blocker to run that.
Here's Nelson back, airs it out, and that was some contact there before Tiandre Newcomb got to the ball, but they said simultaneous, so no call. So
Deshaun Sparks, he jumped that thing. He saw grass. That's what he saw. He thought he was going to get that ball and be gone all the way down the field. He jumped that really, really quickly. That could have gone either way. If that ball slips through his hands, it's a touchdown for Lafayette. If he gets it, it's a 80-yard touchdown for him.
2nd and 10.
Second down and 10. 7-6 is your score, with Lafayette leading by 1 point, and they have the ball at the 21-yard line. Give the second man through, and he's dropped in the backfield. The ball carrier that time was one of the backup. They've gone deep into this backfield, Coach.
Antoine
that
Smith.
Was 38, and that is Kendrick, Javon Kendrick.
Antoine Smith made the tackle. He's a senior, 5'11", 190 pounds. Nice-looking kid.
Javon Kendrick. Drake Nelson.
They broke the eye. Now they're in tips right.
Robinson back there. And 3rd down and 12. Pass to the near side. It's caught to the 15, the 10, the 5, and touchdown by Shagog. J.C. Shagog was open, and he caught it. 15, cut it back, touchdown.
Okay, can we run that again? What I want you to do, watch people watching this, watch the quarterback's eyes, what we talked before. Watch him look off the defender this time. He doesn't stare the receiver down. Watch, he does a great job on this one. I don't know if we can get it in time or not. You'd have to show way back where the quarterback.
Yeah, we saw the pass.
But he looks off the defender before he throws the pass. Really nice job.
Avery Sutton in for the extra point out of the hold of Kurtzinger. Placement down, the kick is up, and this one is good. So Lafayette now leads 14-6 with 10:04 to go. They lead. They're on top 14-6, 10:04 to go. We'll be back here. No, it's 14-6. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.com. 10:04 to go, but Bryan Station will get the ball, an opportunity to tie it up.
Now it's 25-6.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Here's the kick, short kick, and let's see, Bryan Station, I think, able to get back on it. Yeah, that was a good job by the defenders.
He grabbed that ball and got hit.
Yeah, that was
nice
who
job.
else? That was the kid that Chris McKinley.
It was a nice recovery by number 33, Kingaruka.
I think it was McKinley.
On the squib kick.
Had
Bryan Station's football. First and
Bryan
10.
Station has it. You know, the thing about it, when you keep squibbing the ball like that, Bryan Station's got good field position.
They do every time. It's 10 minutes to go in this football game, and you know, it's still a game.
14-6, Lafayette on top.
That's just one score.
Shagag had a good catch and run on that for Lafayette, though, Coach. A 20-yard touchdown. Here's Fish. He's in trouble, and he's going down at the 35-yard line.
When Fish decided to reverse his field to the right, he should have kept going to the right. He had no chance of coming back to the left the way that Lafayette was out there. Fish is going to see that on the film, and he's going to say, "Oh man, I should have stayed to the right."
Austin Blake made the play there, the 230-pound linebacker. 9:28 to go in this ball game. 14-6. Lafayette on top of Bryan Station. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, William Warfield producing here on PrepSpin.com. High definition. Taylor motion now sets up as a slot to the right. Kendrick Curry, quarterback, takes it, gives it back to A.J. He's got a seam, but he's knocked down at the 40. I tell you, I thought for a moment there A.J. Smith might have had a seam, Coach.
He did have a seam, but he just got grabbed right at the end. I think they called a penalty. I think they called – let's see if they call a horse collar on this, because he pulled him backwards by the back of his the top of his jersey. Let's see. Let's watch the white hat here and see if he does the whole horse collar signal.
Unsportsmanlike.
No, face mask. He grabbed the face mask. Yeah. I saw his hand go up around the helmet.
That's why they pulled him down so quick. They had the face mask.
Oh, that'll work. That'll do it. But you're right. He had a seam. He had a crack up there, and he was gone.
That's 16 penalties now, Coach.
Jeez.
44-yard line. First and 10, Bryan Station.
That's what I saw,
That's what Coach saw.
That's what I saw. He grabbed his jersey from the back.
Curry gives it to Smith, bobbles it, dives down to the 42-yard line. Smith was bobbling that ball as he went through the line, Coach.
Right.
A.J.
Make it 2.
So pick-up of 2. I tell you what, Bryan Station can punch one in here. They'd have to go for 2, though, to tie it up.
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, but you know what?
Second down and 8.
They can do it. This is a great look at both of these teams to see what kind of courage and what kind of toughness they have.
Yep.
Coming to the end of this game.
Second down and 8. Motion by Taylor. Inside handoff counter to Smith down to the 40. Picks up about 3. Would it be third down and about 6? And on the play was Lawson again.
Gain of about 3.
So 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Bryan Station has the ball. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. They're down 14-6 to Lexington Lafayette. Earlier tonight, Henry Clay impressive, 50-21 over Tates Creek. Curry sends Taylor in motion. Ball rolls back to him. Picked up by the up man, and he's going to take it for Smith's going to get about a yard before Lawson there tackles him. So, Coach, it's going to be 4th down and about 4.
What do? I mean, you have 7 minutes to go in the football game. If you know, 4 yards is a lot of yards to get. You don't want to give Lafayette really good field position.
Yeah.
But you don't have a punter, you know.
I think you made the decision for us, Coach.
Yeah,
okay, big play in this game. It's 4th and 5 at the 39-yard line.
We have so many problems with snaps tonight for the green and gold.
Yeah, you're right. See what Curry does here. Kendrick, 5'11" senior. Chestnut started out as quarterback, and he's moved to receiver. Had some good catches in this game. Jalen Burbage has been out. Snap bobbled, and Curry's going to be pulled back all the way to the midfield stripe. Lafayette will take over. 6:52 to go.
Horrendous problems with centers, exchanges. Man, they really put themselves in a bind tonight with those mistakes.
So Lafayette will take over. Let's see, they're going to mark it at the 49, it looks like, Coach. I thought maybe, yeah, we're still talking there. The official's going to mark it at the 49 of Lafayette, so that's where they'll have it. Back in at quarterback is Quentin Turner. Drake Nelson had covered the last couple of series. Here's a give to the fullback, and he's down to the 45-yard line. And ball carried by Robinson. TJ with about a 5-yard pickup on that.
6 yards.
6 maybe. So 6:33 and counting. Tomorrow night we'll be on the air at about 4:50 or thereabouts. It'll be Ballard and Boyle County at 5. Following that, it will be Mercer County going up against John Hardin at 8 o'clock from Mercer County.
Exciting night.
Fake now to the line, and Robinson runs with it and gets maybe a couple of yards, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Giovanni Watson there helping out on the stop.
Yeah, they really want to possess this ball. Really, just drive the ball and take the time off the clock. They got an 8-point lead.
Oh, defensive struggle here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slobber knocker.
Absolutely, it has been. Watch Lafayette, though. They can't take a chance. They're just going to try to possess that ball, hold the ball tight, work on keeping the ball high and tight in your front of your body. Put as much body surface on as you can.
Yep.
And get the first down here if they can.
So 3rd down and 2 for Lafayette.
And it's probably 4 down zone here, too. They'll probably go for it on 4th.
Turner gives to Robinson, and he stopped back at the 45, so it'll be 4th down and 4. I don't think they're in punting situation here for Lafayette.
No, they have faith in their defense. I think what they'll do is they'll take as much time off the clock as they can and then run a play here.
Lafayette just trying to get out of here with the W, aren't they, Coach?
They are.
4:59 to play, and they've got the ball. 4th down. They got about 4 yards. They need to get to the 41 for a first down. And they're taking their time here.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go outside on this.
4th and 5.
Quentin Turner, senior quarterback. Robinson to his right. Takes the snap. Back, fires it over the left side, and it's caught. I don't know if he got the first down. Bryan Station, and nice play there turned in by Bryan Station's Damian Ramirez.
Nice job of tackling, wasn't it?
Ramirez, it's close.
Yeah, Ramirez drove him back.
All right, you make the call, Gary.
I don't think he got it. But the Lafayette linemen certainly think he's got it. But I think that was a generous mark.
I think it's a real generous mark. It was a super job coming up and making the tackle. I think the receiver anticipated the defender being on a different side because he turned the other way.
So wherever they mark it, and they stretch the chains, and Bryan Station stopped him. I think he's short. He did not get it.
Lafayette stopped him, yeah.
So still, Lafayette stopped by Bryan Station will take over on downs.
Whew. Well, this keeps them in the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, we saw Sergeant Wright up here in the press box, Coach.
Yeah,
good friend
man,
of yours
okay.
and good friend of ours. He, of course, he and Roger Covell were always in the Horseman office downtown when they had the beat down there. They used to work the beat downtown.
Yeah, they're good. They're good guys.
Good guys.
He's just a tremendous officer. He really helped out a lot when he was at Dunbar for a while. His first year.
So Bryan Station. And Curry will take over.
Oh,
Curry.
Another bobble.
Back inside, yep. And Curry keeps it, takes it up to about the 42-yard line, maybe 43, pick up about 2. 4:18. So what do you do here, Coach? You need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie the game, and you're having trouble with the snaps.
You are having trouble with the snaps. You have a defender down on the ground right now. Honestly, there's not a whole lot you can do. But here, let's go ahead and talk about this a second. They're without their starting quarterback. How many times is Curry, how many snaps is he taking preparing for this game, if you think about it?
Right.
You know,
he's 6 for 9 passing, Coach.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is Jalen Burbage probably had most of the snaps in practice the last couple of weeks.
Well, he was 6.
In preseason.
Yeah,
but
in
now,
preseason.
Now you got another guy in there, who probably hasn't had that many chances.
Chestnut, right? He started.
Yeah.
And you got Kendrick Curry in there now. So when you get Jalen Burbage back, you'll have a young man who's a 3-year starter.
And you have kids that have experience that can get in the game if they're needed to.
Yeah. Well, believe me, Jalen Burbage wanted to play.
21 is coming out.
He was doing everything in his power to get cleared by the doctors today. Just today he was. He was trying to get cleared by the doctors.
That's Anton Smith. Looks like he's cramped.
A.J. Smith, the running back. Antoine.
Yeah,
4:13 to play. 14-6 Lafayette.
Gingerly walking off the field.
Yep.
Normally that's a sign of cramps.
Yep. We had cramping in the first game tonight.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Henry Clay was impressive, Coach.
They were. They look like they're going to be the team to beat in the area.
Ramon Jackson and Langston Jackson and Steiner and those guys, man, impressive. Kendrick Curry out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looks for a block, cuts it back, and right into the 44. Would it be 3rd down and about 7 with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. I don't know why you're not trying to pass the ball here, Coach.
What he's doing.
I don't know the game strategy here. Not sure why they keep running. It's not getting very positive yardage.
No, and they need to get a little more urgent, I think, too. Let's speed this up a little bit. But Lafayette's just sitting there playing defense. They were real conservative when they had the ball because they felt like they've got the defense to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Their defense has been the stalwart tonight. They've held them to 6 points. It's 14-6 Lafayette. 3:25 to play. 3rd down and 7 for Bryan Station. Curry is going to pass. Looking, throws, sets, and it's incomplete up to the 50-yard line, trying to go to Taylor.
Throwing off his back foot. A little too much pressure on him. Instead of stepping up in the pocket, he rolls to his left a little bit. Step up and throw the ball. He's in a bind right now. That's a good defense he's playing against right now. Coach Shaw's been known to do that, though.
Oh, yeah. He's
to develop good defensive teams.
Yeah. Where did Ian Shaw go?
I don't know. He was a player.
Yeah. Linebacker. And every time they got down near the goal line, they gave him the ball and he scored.
Yeah.
He was a bowling ball.
We called some of those games.
He did go. He's playing somewhere. Yeah.
I think it was JUCO, like a JUCO college.
Curry bobbles it, rolls to the right. Curry, and he is going to be ran out of bounds at the 45. Lafayette will take over.
A bad snap or a bobbled snap.
For, again, another bad snap.
So many of them. We've had about 10.
Lafayette will take over on downs.
Lafayette will take over. So they'll try to run the clock out with 3:07. Cornell Burbage was a good one at Bryan Station. You remember him?
Oh, Lord, yes. Very aggressive. He pulled some things, I'll tell you. He pulled some things. He did. I really liked him because he just had so much enthusiasm, and he just loved the game of football. But
Quentin Turner slides, gives now to Robinson.
They're trying to pull the ball away now.
Yep.
Robinson carries.
Robinson about a yard on the play.
Ramirez, and I'm right. Ramirez on the tackle.
Ramirez has been in a lot of tackles.
Yes, he has.
Tonight.
That clock continues to run, though. 2 minutes, 49 seconds, Coach.
Ramirez got the flowing hair, Gary.
Yep.
He just got that long flowing hair.
Lafayette, they know what stands in front of them next week, Coach.
Yeah.
And so does Bryan Station. They got Simon Kenton. Lafayette's got Scott County.
Yeah, it's tough.
Is that it? Is that it? Scott County? Yeah, that's it, Scott County. Second down and 9 for Lafayette. They got wideouts both sides, and quarterback Quentin Turner gives right side and running hard. That's good running there by the running back, Anderson, Austin Anderson. So Austin running hard, Coach, and he nearly picked up. He picked up about 5 yards, but he nearly broke that one.
He did run.
Came very close to breaking that one.
Bryan Station called timeout here. Try to stop his clock, maybe get an opportunity to
timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a key that's been
2:11 to go here in the ball game. Timeout on the, and we want to tell you about Mingua Beef Jerky. This is the Mingua Beef Jerky Bowl, White Greer Maggard Crown Trophy. Bluegrass Orthopedics, Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode Law Offices. UPS, the Kentucky Loop, they're the sponsors of our instant replay. You've seen them all night long. Great replays from Kentucky Loop, UPS. Whitaker Bank, Sutherland Chevrolet over in Nicholasville. Sutherland Chevrolet, don't text and drive. Rafferty's Restaurants, boy, can't beat Rafferty's. Roberts Insurance and Lexington Diagnostic, all of our sponsors here. We keep adding sponsors, William, and Coach. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I mean, and like we said before, those of you watching this on PrepSpin, contact these people, thank them, participate in what they have to offer, but also to thank them from PrepSpin. Tell them we appreciate them.
Third and 3 at the 37, 38-yard line. 2:11 to go in this game. 14-6. Movement by the offensive line, and that's going to cost them as Turner will have to bring it back. So that flag, that should go against Lafayette. I think there was movement by the false start. Yep. So it'll be 3rd and along 8 instead of 3.
We've had a lot of penalties in this football
game. Well, Coach, it's interesting you bring that up. We have had 18 penalties for 160 yards. That's a lot of penalties.
That's way too much. I'm sure these coaches are not happy about that.
No, they can't be. And that's one thing they'll talk about. 14-6. Lafayette on top. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play here. Pass out to the far. Tiandre Newcomb, 40, and knocked down at the 40-yard line. And we found out again that Ian Shaw is playing at Thomas More College up in Crestview Hills, Kentucky. Thomas More College.
That's a nice call.
Oh, yeah. They're going into Georgetown's conference next year, I think.
Yeah. Really, really good tackle by Deshaun Starks out there. Really good tackle against a really good football player. Bryan Station calls timeout again. When I was coaching at Lexington Christian Academy, we had a running back by the name of Dominique Hager.
Yeah, he's all-time leading rusher up there, isn't he?
Yeah, in that conference.
All-American, I think.
Yeah, at Thomas More.
Yeah, see, I do know some stats.
Yeah, he's good.
2:01 to play, Coach. 14-6. 4th down here. What are you telling your defense out there for Bryan Station?
Just got to take chances. You have to take chances. You have to try to knock the ball loose, get an interception if they try to throw it. You have to take chances. What's the difference if you get beat?
I want to thank Joe Allen for all the camera work tonight out there on the landing. Joe Allen, our videographer, has done a great job out there.
That's why I take them all over to.
Yeah. 4th down and 5 for Lafayette.
Okay, 4th and 5 for Lafayette.
They're setting up to punt.
Oh, they'll punt. Fake
Punt. They throw on they roll on it. It's scooped up, and Bryan Station will have the ball up near midfield. As a lot of their players, they were trying to knock the ball forward so they could scoop it up and run with it, but that didn't work. The official over there right on top of it says Bryan Station ball right here in this spot.
Yeah.
So Bryan Station will have it. They've got 1:58 and still an opportunity, Coach.
They do, and that, again, punt the ball. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. Fake punt, I just wouldn't. Save those plays for when you really need them to get a win, not to just to possess the football.
Kingaruka has come in, and also Taylor's in there. Kingaruka's in at running back. He shifts to the left side of the quarterback, Kendrick Curry. Curry from the 47, out of the shotgun, rolling to the left, sets up. He's got now breaks down. He steps up, and Curry rolling to the right. Kendrick up to midfield, down to the 43-yard line. Nice run by Kendrick Curry as he takes it down to the 42 of Lafayette, 43 with 1:40 to go.
Good little run that time. Look at that. Nice moves. They got to hustle the line of scrimmage, though. They can't slow this thing down.
Yeah, because they've called all their timeouts. Well, you miss having your timeouts, Coach.
Right. They need little out patterns or something.
Curry back. Kendrick looking. Airs it out downfield, and it is knocked away. What a great play by the defensive secondary by Malik Bryant. Malik Bryant knocked that one away. Number 3, what a great play. Malik Bryant, number 3.
Yeah, that was close, too, because it looked like, what's that, number 7?
Who knocked the ball away?
No. The Bryan Station guy was.
Oh, Taylor.
Taylor was ahead by a step.
Yeah, he was.
A really good job.
Got an injured, shaken up player for Lafayette is Brank. Big 245-pound defensive end.
Big guys. I don't know, though. Henry Clay, they were the ones with the big players.
Oh, yeah. They got a college line. When you look at that offensive line, they are huge. And they play Covenant Catholic next Friday at the Bluegrass Bowl, and they'll need every one of those guys in that game.
I think there'll be a lot of scoring in that.
Yeah, I think there'll be a high-scoring game. Minute 16 to play in this one, folks. I know it's late at night. I know a lot of you get ready to go to bed, but Kendrick Curry sends Taylor in motion. High snap. Gives it back inside to Kingaruka, and he got nothing going there. And the clock is going to continue to run. 1:06, 1:05. And time running out here on Bryan Station and downs. They got 4th down here now. Down to 57 seconds. Need to air it out here. They only need 2 yards for a first down.
They need to get the first down, but you're not going to get it by running in the middle.
Curry with Kingaruka to his left. Curry rolling to the left. Curry looking back right. Airs it out. Down to a receiver. A lot of contact and broken up down there. Nicely done by Lafayette. That was the same guy. That was Malik Bryant, number 3 back there.
That was a long throw for a quarterback to make.
Yeah.
A really long throw. That was just one of those, let's take a chance and see if we can get the ball down the field.
So Lafayette will get the ball, and they can just get into victory formation here.
Yeah. Best formation in football, right?
Sure is. Victory formation. So Lafayette.
Have you ever seen one spoiled,
though? Yeah, with a fumble. Sure did, yeah, with a fumble. That's the only way I've seen it. He asked if we ever seen a victory formation spoiled. And yes, I have, but it was a fumble. The quarterback, you know, you normally on the victory formation, you snap the ball in the first sound. So there's no problem with the mistake on the count. And the quarterback, the center snapped it before he said the first sound. And the quarterback wasn't ready, bounced off his hands, the other team got it.
Drake Nelson will come in and quarterback. He'll go back and drop down on one knee to victory formation, and the clock continued to run, 28 seconds. And let's see the nose tackle for Bryan Station. I think that's it. So they won't even have to run another play. Everybody's heading to their sideline, and they'll congratulate each other. And Lafayette has won the first game of the season over Bryan Station, 14-6. They go to 1-0 on the season. Bryan Station 0-1. And Coach, it was a victory, and defense says it all tonight for Lafayette.
Defense, both teams played real good defense. Lafayette won the battle, that's for sure. But I thought it was a pretty good game defensively by both teams.
So 14-6, Lafayette wins over Bryan Station. The final score earlier tonight, it was a 50-22 win for Henry Clay over Tates Creek. And that wraps it up here late night here at the Jake Bell Stadium here at Henry Clay High School. So Henry Clay a winner, 50-22 over Tates Creek. A good win for Henry Clay. And Lafayette holds off Bryan Station 14-6. Until tomorrow night, we'll have Ballard and Boyle County at 5 o'clock kick. And then after that at 8 o'clock, it'll be Mercer County against John Hart. For all my teammates, Joe Allen, our videographer outside in the great weather here, and for William Warfield, producer, as always, King of Stream, for Mike Meehan, this is Gary Ball saying so long from the Mingua Beef Jerky Bowl at Henry Clay High School.